I'm back up in this biatch.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. F-U-C-K explanation point. I don't give a fuck.
Okay, I'm back. I'm up in this bitch. Yo, 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 what up, Chuck? So yeah. So I had gone over there. I was having a situation. And so the person was like, yeah, I bet you I don't get Powder Dusty ain't gonna put up with you too much longer. So then I went over to Powder Dusty's and then we seen what happened. So anyway, so so what happened earlier, for those of you who don't know, is that I had a situation over at NPCs with Duke Pharaoh, and for some reason he seems to be under the illusion that I come over to the white people and that I act fake, that I don't go off on people, that y'all don't think that I'm really mean and stuff. So I just was coming over to Flow super quick to be like, yo, do y'all think that I'm mean? Have y'all ever seen me go off on anybody? Because I need to be clear. Like, I can't stand that this dude over here thinks that I'm being fake because I come over here and have good conversations with y'all. You see, you guys over here have some really good energy. Even if I argue with you, I'm thinking about a couple of people, I still have good energy with them. Okay, what up, homie?
What's up?
So he is over here just going off, talking about his whole fuck you, Restos, talking about his whole entire thing is to get me off the internet, that I'm a person that doesn't go off on people, that I act fake. So I was over here trying to confirm, do y'all think that I go off on people? Do you think that I'm a nice person, or do y'all think that I'm a evil person? And I was just trying to get that clarified so we could get that part of the fight over. But he's live ranting. Restos, go let your boy know Flow's over here. You can pop up too. All of y'all, we can have it out, because we got to have this shit out. If we're going to be running around on panels together, we got to learn to get along. And all this throwing rocks and hiding hands, we got to stop that shit. We're grown. We grown now, people. So it's time that we act like it. If you got a problem with somebody on the panel and you can't work it out, then just don't come to the panel that they're on. And if you can work it out, then for sure, shit show, try to work it out.
First of all, why is your house so pink?
Okay, my bad.
I feel like I'm sitting in like a strawberry donut or something.
Oh, okay.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, okay. All right, you're right.
It's
all
like
right.
being in a vagina. All right, that's a little better. Okay. Are you nice or are you evil? You're both, right?
Yes.
Like most people, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess I don't understand what there is like.
Yes, Rustos, I want you to go get Duke. I'm sorry.
I still don't. This seems like kind of a non-issue. Like, he thinks you're fake. You think you're not. I don't think you are. He's entitled to his opinion. I mean, I don't like. It's kind of like a tug of war over something that's subjective to begin with.
I'm trying to sweep the leg, like get this part off so we can.
But all you're doing is grabbing dick.
Am I?
No, I don't know. I just wanted to say that.
Well, I've never grabbed his dick, nor have I ever thought about grabbing his dick. But no, I was just sitting up here and I wanted to get this part of this argument. He is going to keep it up, and I just wanted to get this clarified, because I don't have to be fake here, there, or anywhere else.
But he's entitled to his opinion. If he like, this is not an objective claim. This is a subjective claim. So right.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, like neither of you can win this,
right? So I just wanted to lay my foundation down, and then to say, hey, Kate, if we get past this, let's talk it through to see if we could talk it through. What up?
Hey, Cynthia.
So I'm just trying to see if we can talk it
So
through.
what do you think real Cynthia's like? Like, are you being too nice or too mean over here?
I think that he thinks that I'm fake when I'm around y'all because of the things that I talk about or the way I speak. And I explained to him that when I'm around him, because I genuinely don't like him, that I just kind of have a bad I have a bad energy, that I just reflect bad energy. And at Restos, come up, please, Restos. I don't want him to feel like he's being ganged up or I'm gonna drop him or block him or anything. Like, let him know, like, he's got men over here. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know that this actually involves anybody but you two just squabbling over something that can't be won. It's like,
well, he thinks that he can convince you not to have me around because I'm bad for business. Okay, well then he's definitely.
Oh, I get. Yeah, Officer Snaps. Oh yeah, this is just his.
Oh yeah, but we can have Snaps, so I appreciate it. He's playing this game that he wants $100. I'm definitely not giving him $1. I'm not even giving him 100 pennies. So I think there's no need for Flo to be here. I just wanted to have the conversation because if he thinks he's gonna hold that over my head with the whole, I'm gonna tell Flo who you really are.
Don't you remember Cynthia? Don't you remember last week he tried to do the same thing to me? Yeah, he said, "Don't have Hank on because he."
Max, not tonight, Max, not tonight. Okay, I really want you here, but I'm in the zone, Max, and I just can't deal with your dancing ways. And if you aren't having a measuring contest, I just can't play. But yeah, so
are you talking to the Hormaxer?
Yes.
Is he in backstage?
Yeah, he just left. But yeah, I just wanted to have that because I can't stand when people try to hold something over my head that's not really anything. So I wanted to get that clarified that you're not going to hold that over my head, that is nothing to hold over my head.
How are you so bad at this fight?
How am I so bad?
He has nothing. It's subjective, right?
Yeah, but he has me triggered. And he even said he did it on purpose.
It sounds like he's winning. He's doing it on purpose and it's working. Like you already said, he's holding nothing over my head. Okay, then why are you freaking out? There's nothing up there.
No, I just said he's trying to hold that she's going to come over there and convince you not to have me around.
Trigger you. Oh, how did you do that? That's hilarious.
I mean, this round goes to Duke.
Okay, well, he can have the round. I just was coming up to have the conversation, so let it be known that he couldn't have the conversation. He went on some bullshit about you got to pay me $100. That's his way of deflecting from real conversation. This man ain't trying to resolve shit. He's trying to cause the division. And so, hey, either he comes up or not, I get to create the story any way I want. Yes, go ahead and say he's winning because you're triggered. Fine. His character's been shown. He wants to say that he's a great character. Fine. You just saw his character. I do appreciate you coming over, though, Flo. I know that you were up late having a stream. And I was like, shit, I'll take this to Flo's ASAP. So,
well, too bad that stream got took down because I saw that he was in chat too. Maybe we could have had it out there.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said. I said Flo has no problem having drama over there.
All right. If he wants, like, I'll pop up in a new stream if you two want to come over to mine and have it up. But I'm not opening the whole panel. I'm not opening the whole panel. I'm not paying $100 and it's not going on forever.
Let him know. Okay, well, can you
I don't care.
Huh? No. I'm blocked. I can't say nothing, so. So.
Well, you're not blocked here. If they come here, then you'll be able to see it because you have control over your own channel.
Yeah. So, okay. Well, thank you, though, for that offer. I do appreciate it. And Restos, I appreciate you going over there and asking for me, too.
Shoot me a text if you want me to throw one up. I'll throw it up real quick.
No, I don't want you to throw it up and him not show up. Are you?
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, wait to hear back. Or
I can't talk to him. So
I know. Isn't Restos?
I can talk to him. I don't give a crap.
Yeah, I mean, Restos can try. So.
Well, I mean, here's what I'm like. I'm agreeable to it. If you guys figure it out, then let me know and I'll throw it open.
All right, I'll shoot you a text.
All right, Big Dick Energy out.
All right, big ticket. All right, so Restos, you or Hank are my only weapons of choice right now to go over there and get the message across. If he wants to go to Flo's, let him know. Flo's not paying $100, but it will be pulled up for just him and I. I'm trying to get you the link in case you haven't gone. I will say, hey, earlier he did say your name, so he does like know, like he would you're not going to be a complete stranger when you walk over there. He said your name literally like 45 minutes ago.
I'm not worried about, but here's the thing. This is the same horseshit old Joe was doing to me before the show went down YouTube. It's still up on Rumble and we're called Kick. He's like, oh, you're not being authentic. You're not doing the thing you really want to do with this psychobabble nonsense. And then say, okay, if you know so well, what do you want to do? What should I do to be authentic? And then they just project. It's just a very weak mind control technique. But people use it a lot because they hear, but because it works on them. It's one that the shrinks use all the time. So it's just,
I don't know. It pisses me off because I'm trying to have a conversation and I'm trying to get resolution, and he keeps creating stuff in their head and not really trying to satisfy. He wants to keep this going.
Yeah. So I have an advantage because I don't need resolution. I get to steal my thing. I just leave it hanging open. I'll come back to it later. So I don't need resolution. So it gives me an extreme advantage over lots of people.
All right. Well, he said that he's not going to have it, so there's probably not going to be a stream. What happened? So we can talk about anything else now.
Absolutely. So
what happened at like, I wonder why they did that, and I wonder who would have did that.
That did reported the stream. I don't know.
So,
but we keep streaming, we'll find out because it looks like we're trying to dodge the effect. They're probably bragging about it.
If you want to come up, you want to do a review, and I can show you to the fight we just had. But because I did see you over there today talk. Hey, old Joe.
You sound disappointed. You sound disappointed that I'm here, Cynthia.
No, I was giving you a hard time. And I did see you drop that thing about eyes. So that's kind of interesting about eyes, too.
Yes, God saved Ojo's reputation. Praise God.
You know what? 10th Man cammed up the other day. And I have to say, out of everybody I'm most surprised about, it is you and 10th Man, Ojo.
I don't know what 10th Man looks like.
I have it. I'll show you. Yeah. Did you make that short that you sent him? Because that was hilarious if you did. Oh. I feel like you're okay. Listen, this is just between us, okay? Nobody else rest us. I feel like you're gonna try to start working with Duke. So I feel like it doesn't benefit me to share anything with you.
Hank is gonna start working with Duke?
Restos.
The other black guy, Joe. The other black guy.
I'm so that sweet clout. Where's the clout?
I know. So I feel like this Duke beef could benefit somehow, but I feel like you're going to be Team Duke, so it doesn't benefit me to try to be cool with you, because then eventually in the next week or two, we're going to be at each other's throats in a metaverse loving type way.
Or you could buy Resto now, then he can't fucking go with Duke.
I thought about that too. I was like, that means I got to work with Restos, and I just don't think that we would be a compatible team together. I think that him and Duke would be better together.
Oh, that's so sweet. No, but I know I did. I'm not getting involved with it. I'm not. But okay. But I did ask him though, and I can go that far. But I don't, like I said, I don't think he's gonna answer his phone either, because he's doing a vertical live right now,
he's mad,
and he's just gonna hang up.
Yeah, he's mad.
He's
Yeah.
mad all day. Hold on.
He has been mad all day.
Can you hear me? Can you still hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Oh yeah, with the thing with eyes. Yeah, so I was just scrolling the YouTube streets like I usually do, not looking for clout at all. And I just ran across Photon. He's a Umar Sector guy, and Eyes happened to be up there, and then Duke popped up. Now this whole shebang got started because he just like introduced. Well, I guess he thought that he was introducing her. He was like, "Yo, this is Eyes. This is Duke." Duke, all he said was like, "No, peace be with you." You know, he didn't say nothing to her because you remember they used to have like a thing. And she started lying about shit, and that's what I hate because like back in those days, you remember like he only had like 3 people in chat because he was making new pages after pages after pages. I was one of them because I used to clip Duke all the time because he's entertaining as fuck. So I used to just do clips for him and shit. And then basically she was saying that she never paid Duke anything, and then we brought up the cash apps, and she was paying him like $50, $100 here, $20 here. But the messages were the funny part because it was like, "Oh, this is to tell, so you can tell the world that you love me." Oh, Duke, send me a video in a cowboy hat. Like basically, she was tricking off, like paying for this man, like she had a fetish or something. It was crazy. It was wild.
Why is it crazy? Why is it like I kind of feel like that happens a lot. Like I know somebody that goes around and pays creators for feet pictures. Like do a video of just your feet, either you're putting on shoes or putting lotion on. And I always know who took the bait because whenever I see the feet video.
Hey Hank, what is clout?
What is clout?
Oh,
it's basically just like attention.
Yeah,
that's all it is.
Yeah. You know what's hilarious? Arthur starts to doing a video game stream. I mean,
it's like this.
Last month he says he didn't like me.
Snow said he ain't coming.
Yeah.
Is that a question? Is that a question, Snow, or are you saying that he's not coming?
No, he's not. I'm listening. I have my headphones on as well. I have one ear.
Oh, okay.
He's not coming over. He's really triggered. Like, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I try to have real conversations with people that have different motivations, and it's my own fault for trying to have conversations when I should just play into their hand. But then
Speaking
again,
of that, didn't we agree on a profile pic change there, Cynthia?
Oh yeah, my bad. I do apologize. When
I was on panel here.
Yes.
I do want to clarify though. I don't have a problem with people's fetishes. I don't kink shame. I just didn't like the fact that she was lying about it. And you know, I had proof, so I'm like, "Fuck it, I'm dropping this shit." Fuck it. So I dropped it. I might have started a little bit of shit. It's okay.
Do you do seem to have that habit of starting shit? But I feel like Duke is the same way. That's why I said y'all would work better together, because I feel like he starts that. People will start that beef because it gets them energized, it gets them going. And it does build up subscribers. And along with building up subscribers, you're going live more, which means you're also developing your talent of monologuing and streaming. Is that something? Trying. Is that what you do as well?
Yeah, I'm doing my StreamYard arc right now. So I'm really just focusing on like panels, kind of. I'm not doing like my regular stuff. And once I'm done with this and bored with it, I'll just go back to doing my regular shit. But yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, he's not coming over. I hit the like. Thank you. I appreciate you. Why are you changing up your tactics? This is different for you.
Mainly because I got tired. It got monotonous. I felt stagnant. I'm still looking for my niche. And I was like, shit, might as well try this one. Because, I mean, I would spend time, like, when I was over there at the beef sector, I would, like, spend hours on people's panels, just, like, for free. And I'm like, why am I doing this for free? I have my own channel, my own audience. So if I can take like little bitty pieces from like each sector
Mhm.
and like find the good parts, and then like the parts that work really well for them, and I can somehow mesh that into one hodgepodge of a streamer as myself or a character, then I'm pretty sure I can be successful.
I need you guys to define these sectors for me. They seem to be fairly clearly defined. I still don't get them.
They're not clearly defined.
How do we really identify those? And that's something I've been thinking about myself the last few weeks when Duke was back around. How would you define a sector? And then I started thinking, who is the birth of sector?
They're
Like,
arbitrary.
how does one sector get birth? There's have to be a certain amount of people, and like, what is it? So, like, I feel like Resto, because you kind of maneuvered in and out. Because I don't consider flow state or Paul sectors, if you get my drift, but I do consider them like team Paul or team flow.
Just go by a hashtag.
Do you agree,
That's the
Cynthia,
point.
that you will only use that profile pic when I'm on panel?
Yes,
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
you're welcome. So how would you describe it, Hank and Restos?
Yeah, it's a hashtag. So like the beef sector is a hashtag. You can search for it. It's that simple.
Nah. I would say it's a group of people that like possibly like collectively do most of the same things. Like Mo 3 sector, for example, they all formed because of the death of Mo 3. So that's where they all came from. You know, even though they rarely talk about Mo 3 now, but that's where they came from, and that's what it is. And Mo 3 is not beef sector, even though beef sector and Mo 3 basically do the same thing: get up on panels and have arguments. They do the same thing, but they're not the same group of people. Some places do have clear lines, like Black Sector and like Black Sector, Umar Sector. Two different things. But you wouldn't be able to tell if you're just an outsider looking in. So that's why it's important to like go over there, you know, stay in the bushes for like, you know, a couple of weeks to get to know the characters, and then you can. It's clearly defined after you get to know them like that.
That was well said. And when you said a group of people doing the same thing, I'll even take it further and be a group of people who talk about the same thing. For instance, with the Mo 3 sector, when it came down to the death of Mo 3, a lot of content creators were talking about it, and when one or two would start talking about it, it inspired others to get in it and give their side of the story, because it was a huge thing. Were you around at that time, Resto?
When it got created, no. I probably was in the Mo 3 sector maybe I'll say 3 years, coming up on 3 years, but I haven't been over there. I go over there sometimes.
Do you remember Polar and the war in Dallas?
Yeah, I remember Polar. I had to go back and like you know, look at other streams because a lot of this shit got like snatched. And then you also learn like from just listening to these people's stories, because like this is what they talk about. They talk about each other. So then you start to learn about it. Then you're interested in this person who pops up on the panel. Turns out they have a channel. So it's just like finding people in our, I would say, sector. Yeah. Like, and then some like panelists and stuff. I love it when they make channels and then like they branch off and then they do their own thing, and you can see how creative they are. That's always cool for me.
Do you feel like Flo and Paul and others, do they have sectors, or Jack have a sector?
Yeah.
Like you
I would consider
them the same sector, wouldn't they?
Yes, I was going to say I would consider them to be in the same sector, like Flo, Paul, Jack, Aluma Tommy. I believe that they're like the same sector. They're off to the side, right? But you have Flo, who like basically goes into the both sectors, like Sarah's stuff when he does debates or when he has those conversations with her. I wouldn't consider Sarah a part of Flo's sector.
That would be.
You wouldn't consider Sarah.
The debate sector.
No, because she debates. She does more debates, like a lot. Flo has conversations, and he loves chaos. Like that's not the format of that sec. That's not the format of like debate sector. You know. Yep. Yep.
So these are the
Like
channels that I've
Pharaoh.
seen and interacted with, what I would consider in the same sector, but more experienced people like yourselves could. Like, I think the Andrew Wilson has kind of a sort of a sub classification, a bunch of people underneath. Like this would
Mhm.
include Glenn Lawrence, Chloe,
Yes.
Sarah, all of these channels, right? Who else would be in there in kind of the same sort of
Under
family
Andrew.
almost?
Of
Ortho.
course you gotta
Yeah,
say yes.
ortho, yes, that was the ortho bro
Speakeasy.
kind of sphere. Yeah, speakeasy, yeah. You know who I haven't seen in a long time is what was the guy that used to have the weird angle? Based Oracle. Is he gone or
Oh yeah, he
Tommy.
left the internet. He left the internet.
did he?
Snaps.
He did,
Yes.
eh?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did he
Yeah.
claim any motivation or say, okay,
I don't know. The last video I saw of him, like he was just being super weird. It was just like a regular video. He was just being super weird. He looked distraught, like something was wrong. And then he didn't delete the channel immediately. I don't think he deleted it. I think he hid it, or maybe it's still there. I don't know. I don't want to lie, but yeah, he's off the internet. I can't remember exactly why because it wasn't there. It wasn't really that important to me.
like a Jack Talcott, in my opinion, would be in that sector as well. Illuma Tommy, um,
Snaps.
Yes.
Uh,
Snaps,
Yeah.
yes,
Snap. Yeah.
yeah,
OG.
Snafu. Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Oh, also, I just
Paul,
thought about this.
Paul Unslate,
I'm glad you said that. That reminds me of another way that sectors can be defined. Like when you see those chatters in like that go from like five different streamers, they're
Mhm.
always in those different chats. That
Mhm.
can easily show you where a sector is. Like for instance, like Snowfire. Snowfire, she visits like frequently only a certain group of people. Like that can help.
Oh, I see
Uh,
what you're saying.
yeah.
yeah. And I wonder if the algorithm takes us there. Like I'm just a run of the mill chatter, and I don't see any of these. Like what was the fellow that was in the fist fight, Cynthia, that you were talking about?
Dude.
Duke. Like I've never seen his channel. I've never been exposed to it. Never been suggested to me. I wouldn't even know it exists. So I wonder if the algorithm keeps us in these different sectors that we talk about.
It can. It really can. Like when I was doing beef sector stuff, a lot of y'all's stuff wasn't even coming up anymore. Like, and
Mm.
then once I started coming back over here, yeah, they started coming up a lot more. Like it was at one point where I would always see Talcott streams like recommended to me, like when he's live. But now I can't remember the last time I seen a Jack Talcott thumbnail.
Mm.
I really can't. But I know he's been
So,
streaming.
Yes.
so beef sector, they want to fight with one another the whole time. That's how that goes.
No, they just like to fucking argue with each other every day for hours. It's hilarious. And they have
Um,
like storylines that go on. It gets deep.
do you think sectors hurt content creators or harm them? Like, does it keep them boxed in, or does it help them grow their channel as more people, as more chatters become involved in this story?
So it can box you in if you let it. But like you've seen examples of people who like had or were in a sector and then they've ascended past it so far that I don't even consider them anymore to be a part of the sector. They have their own thing. They're just OGs. Like that's what
Mhm.
fucking Andrew Wilson. He doesn't need a sector. He doesn't need anybody. He's ascended past the debate bro status.
Yeah, that's
He's
right.
not a part of it.
He's done a hell of a
Uh,
job, eh? I
yeah.
disagree with the guy, but he's done a hell of a job with his channel. Like, can't disagree with that.
But some people get so used to their sectors that they just don't leave. I'll use Lemon for example. He
Mhm.
gets like 600 in chat. Like he could easily do more than just make more money off of this than just getting cash apps and stuff, super chats and stuff, worried about AdSense and stuff. he could excel the sector and make something of it. There's probably like 2 people I've seen that actually left the beef sector and made something. Like T.S. Madison, she has her own like basically show. She gets like 2,000 people in chat. She doesn't have to talk about beef sector shit.
Y'all know Hornet's voice?
Yeah. What's up?
Okay, is that Hornet, y'all? Do you know, Hank?
Yeah, that's Hornet. That's Hornet.
Hello, Hornet. I don't think you've been on my panel before, but hello.
I don't think I have. Yeah, actually. That is literally watching Resta talk about this is so cringe. I don't know what the fuck this sector talk is, but oh my god, is the cringiest fucking.
Ask me a question, bro. I'm answering.
This shit is so cringe, though, dude. What the?
Yeah, Hornet makes a good point. I agree with him.
So, what? When you watch people, do you watch them in a group? And if so, how do you identify that group, or do you just identify each individual content creator?
Yeah, I think it's just each individual content creator. I think content creators associate with other content creators, but I never call it a sector, right? That has just always been the cringiest shit. Like I've said it for a while. This is like super cringe to refer to like a sector or this thing being like adjacent to this sector, blah blah blah. That's why I kind of have an issue with like the panels burst title, because it's just like it's just like, yeah, a lot of people panel, like it's not necessarily just to like the people right? Like there's a shit ton of people on YouTube that just do panels. They're not
Hornet, take us through it. What's cringy about the term sector?
Well, that you think that there's an importance in your thing, like you're automatically being like, we're so important that this is our sector, right? Like where he called Sarah like a debate sector. I was just like, what the fuck? Like there's no like debate sector. But she debates. That's not being in a sector. It's cringe to fucking refer to it that way.
Okay. So agreed. Good point, actually. So to overemphasize, so I'm going to ask you a specific question right now, and you tell me if this is cringe or not. Is that picture of Cynthia not fucking smoking hot, the one she has on her?
That is cringe.
Thank you. Dang it, I had a question, Joe.
Oh no, don't take it away from that, Cynthia. Now you're uncomfortable with it. Okay, ask me what you were going to ask.
No, it was about the sectors and the things. Like, do you being on a panel is different than being a content creator who films your real life, or IRLs. Is being that, and that is different from being a content creator who does vertical streams. Like it's all different. So I can identify with why they consider it the panelverse, because although it's on YouTube, paneling is different than others.
I would agree to a certain extent, right? Like, but if you're like doing IRL streams, you're an IRL streamer, right? You don't belong to the IRL sector. You're just an IRL streamer. If you're doing debates, you're a debate streamer, not a debate sector, right? Like, not everyone in the like. A lot of people do panels, and a lot of people don't interact with a lot of the people that do panels. That to call it a sector is like basically like solidifying that you're the only people that matter in that space, and that's not true. Like,
there's a terminology issue with you. So it's literally the same thing.
It's cringe.
Yeah.
No, it's cringe because like the thing is like terminology is fine. Like if you want to be like, I'm an IRL streamer, I don't actually have an issue with that, or like I do debates, right? Like that's fine. But when you're seeing like this sector, I belong to this sector, that's when that's where the cringe comes out, because you're basically putting up some level of self-importance that just is not earned at any level.
It's
Hornet. I can identify with what you're saying. I think it's a great point. So what if it isn't us that's identifying ourselves? It's the algorithm that's separating us into sectors.
That's us. The algorithm's just made out of us.
Yeah, that's just
hang on, Hank, for a sec. What if it isn't our own individuals saying, I'm in the debate sector? Like a lot of these people, like Duke, I had never heard of this guy. And I don't know that I could access him. Some people, even if I search for, I can't find them.
Yeah, for sure.
So I don't know. There's a barrier between these sectors that's decided by somebody other than the participants.
It's not even that it's decided by it's by the tags that you get like associated with your streams, right? So like when something is related to something, you get that. Like when Resto's bringing up the Jack shit, yeah, obviously he's not going to get Jack Talcott streams if he's not watching anything related to a Jack Talcott stream, right? Those are going to be very different like types of streams that you're looking for. Like I'll get Jack streams, but that's because I like watch things that are adjacent, like. Right, like that's why like the tags kind of play into place there. That this is titling and all this other shit. Yeah. So
let me try not and phrase it so clumsily. I worded it in a clumsy fashion. So I agree. Okay, if I say me, Old Joe, I am a participant in the debate sector. Yes, that's a little bit of hubris on my part. I'm labeling myself as this, and I agree. That's distasteful.
Yeah.
But what if there is something about our patterns, our behavior that is being recognized that we ourselves don't recognize, and we are being sorted by a computer into different sectors based on preferences that we cannot even identify ourselves?
Well, I would say that
and that we're kept apart from other people in different sectors that have different ways of thinking. And this leads to intellectual isolation. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't even think it's about intellectual isolation. It's more like, okay, so you like this video. Like let's say I watch cat videos, right? If I watch a cat video, the algorithm's like, oh, you like cat videos. So let me throw more of that so you can keep the engagement up, right? So it's going to throw like-minded individuals to you, but that's not like the definition of like defining a sector or any of that cringe shit that I'm just like, this. Hearing people talk about it, like it makes me rile back, or I'm just like, this is gross.
I totally understand, and I think I see where you're coming from, and I agree. But what I'm saying is, what if it's not a self-declaration? What if it's a sorting of individuals by some standard that we don't understand in order to sell content to them? Like these computers could play chess better than our best grandmasters. What if they're seeing patterns in our behavior that even we don't identify with? And that's the root of these sectors that Cynthia and Resto were talking about.
Well, I understand it. It's just people grouping in people. It's natural in hashtags. I understand. You don't understand, but I understand it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think it's more just like based on like what like preferences you have, right? Like let's say like I'm watching like someone who has very liberal policies. I'm gonna get very liberal shit. Doesn't mean I'm going to the liberal sector or liberal like mindset, right? Like I actively have to go search out other shit, right? Like I hear this shit a lot with like right wingers always say that they get censored, but like at every test that has ever been concluded about that shit always proves them wrong. That more than likely you're getting like right wing being pushed because people search that shit up more often than left wing. That's just kind of how it happens.
What I'm wondering is if this cringe factor that you've identified as people self-declaring in a certain sector is not self-declaring, they're simply describing the result of an algorithm.
Well, I think it's mostly like people want to be associated into a fucking group, and that's why I'm just like, but instead of like being the individual content creator, you want to be like, I belong to this sector, so like that gives you some way to fucking actually go on a stream and be like, that's some level of importance that you have.
I get it, but I'm not being clear enough in the way I'm trying to describe. What if these people aren't self-identifying? What if they're being sorted into different groups, just like cattle, by an algorithm? And the cringe factor that you're seeing doesn't exist. It's just these people are simply following a path that they've been guided down by something they don't understand.
Well, here's the thing. Like, I don't really hear the sector talk when I like watch like bigger content creators, right? I've never heard like I've heard about orbits and shit, but that's because they're like people that like interact with these people fairly often. but I don't see the sector, like the sector talk, like we all belong to this sector at the higher ranges of like content creation. That's just not something that's discussed, because it is literally just an algorithm game of like trying to play into the best way to get the algorithm to work for you.
So-
and
So
so
sure, but wouldn't you
Do
agree?
you feel the
wouldn't you
same way?
agree that
Oh,
we've
one question
seen-
before I forget.
I wanted to hear from Rustos because I think
I
him and
just had a
I.
quick question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry. So, do you feel the same way about like when people say orbiters? Because like some people call themselves like like destiny orbiters or like
yeah,
stuff like that.
for sure.
Do you
I
feel
think
the
it's cringe
same
as
way?
fuck.
The cringe thing? Okay, cool. Okay, that's
I think
what I want to know.
I think it's cringe as fuck. Like I've
Now,
always thought the
because-
orbiter talk is cringe, but the reason they're orbiters, they're not like identifying with a sector, right? They're orbiters because you're revolving around this big streamer. So like everything in your life is like revolving around that big streamer.
And
So you've
my
already
follow-up
identified
question-
is
My
that.
follow-up question to that is, do you think the only difference between orbiters and a sector is a sector has more people?
No, the difference between a sector and an orbiter is, again, like I identified, the orbiters go around a big streamer, and that's what they revolve their like life around. A sector is it like an identification that people use to feel like they're in a group of like weirdness of like being like, oh, we're all together on this. But like again, when I hear something like, let's say like beef sector, kind of makes sense because that's like a very hyper specific, but like being like the debate sector, that shit makes absolutely no fucking sense because like so many people are debating, right? Like I don't think anyone, and a lot of people are interacting with tomfoolery or like people like what is it, Dane Withers or whatever the fuck, like people aren't or Sam Cedar, like people aren't like talking to these people,
Like Queeman, yeah.
Can identifying ourselves as a sector, can that be a way of actually describing our content? Because when someone says I'm from the B sector, I automatically know they like to have arguments. If somebody says I'm from the Mo3 sector, I know what the root of their sector is about. Can it
it can be used as an identifier, but it's the same identifier as being like I'm an IRL streamer, or I'm a drama, or I'm a slop tuber, right?
But
those are better identifiers for yourself. It's just the reason you're using sector in a lot of like those cases is because you want to be associated with the group. You not that you're not alone in this individual like content creation, that this whole group is the people that you hang out with. All right, like that's it. You're basically trying to draw credibility for that fucking from those people, and it's like that is the most cringe shit ever.
So Resto asked a good question, and I'd like to kind of follow up on it. What is the difference between want to be identified and are identified?
I think people like to group people together, right? Like, so I do know that happens, but I think that's on the individual to be like, I'm not part of this fucking group, or I'm an individual content creator, right? Like, I don't want to be associated with a group of people.
Okay, I'm going to ask a question here that I know is going to get groans from the crowd, but I have to ask it. Do you believe a person should be able to choose their gender?
What the fuck? I don't care.
Very simple question. There's a reason. There's a reason.
People can select whatever fucking gender. That doesn't involve me.
Okay, is it cringe when people identify with a sector versus when people identify with a gender, and what's the difference?
The difference being, I guess, like you're just I guess would be that the sector you're drawing credibility from the actual sector, whereas the gender, I don't know if you're drawing credibility from the gender.
You don't see the credibility factor in the identifying with the gender of your choice?
I don't necessarily see that. In most cases, it's probably the opposite. You lose credibility.
Okay, so I just want to be clear. When somebody identifies with a sector in the Panelverse, you feel cringe. But when somebody identifies with a gender, you don't.
Yeah, no, I don't. That's just some other shit that I just don't care about.
You don't care. You don't care about identity politics. You don't see the disconnect there.
No, I don't.
Okay.
I highlighted what the issue is. It's about the credibility seeking that you're having from the other thing, where necessarily I don't think that's true for gender selection. I don't think you gain any credibility one way or another. If anything, I think you lose credibility
You don't think
one
that
way or
somebody
another.
that like somebody like say Caitlyn Jenner, who is Woman of the Year, you don't think there's any credibility to be gained by?
Also an Olympic athlete, also a bunch of other shit. I don't think she gained any credibility.
You don't think so?
No.
Okay. All right. Anybody else on the panel? Am I out to lunch here? Am I out to lunch here, or what?
If anything, she lost credibility because a lot of people started criticizing that person after that. I forgot what was it. What was it? What was his name? Before he became Caitlyn.
So you're saying if Bruce,
Chris, his name was Chris.
Bruce.
Why did I say Chris?
Yeah, Bruce Jenner. I think he lost a lot of credibility from being Bruce, right? Because I think a lot of people looked up to Bruce Jenner, and then when he became Caitlyn, a lot of people criticized him. I think in that case, yes, he lost a lot of credibility.
Woman of the Year.
Oh, okay.
I think Chris. Who the fuck is Chris?
This is Chris.
Isn't it his wife, right? Kris Jenner?
Kris Jenner, I think is the wife. Yeah.
Yeah. Hank had an issue with the difference between sector and streamer, and then you said it's to belong to a group versus this is the content.
Yeah.
Right? Did I get that right, Hank?
Yeah.
It's just no. What I said is just different ways to look at the same thing. It's just a terminology issue.
Well, no, it's because again, like my issue is always when there's sector talk, right? It's because you're trying to build some credibility within something, right? Like if I say, like, let's say I go around saying I'm a debate streamer, right? That doesn't really say anything other than I debate people, right?
Well, I disagree.
But if I say like I'm in a debate sector, that means it's like, oh, this person is like probably has a lot of feelings into the debate sector and blah, blah, blah. It's probably had a lot of debates. It adds a shit ton of credibility that is not earned on the person's part.
Well, yeah, you just don't like the terminology.
You don't always gain credibility, though. That's where I'm falling off of it. Like, you're making sense, but it's one part that I don't get, the whole gaining credibility part, because you don't always gain credibility. Like, there are some people in like the beef sector who nobody fucking likes, but they get to say that they're beef sector. They're not gaining any credibility.
But you understand when you say you're from the beef sector, people like have like that automatic attachment of like being like, oh, these people dox people, blah, 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 right? Like that's already you already have it implied like in like you're already in like even if you're not willing to do all that shit, you've already like played into it by saying that you are from that sector.
But that's just your interpretation.
That's not an interpretation. That's the whole point of you saying you're from that sector. Otherwise,
that is interpretation.
I think it's more.
Why would you say you're from the sector?
I think it's more what Cynthia said, just an identifier. Like you automatically know what that person is about.
That's
Hornet,
the whole.
Hornet, would it be accurate if I said that these people are gaining inauthentic status by claiming membership in a certain group?
Exactly. Yeah, inauthentic status would probably be a good way to describe it. I think there's other words I could use as well.
It's unearned. It's unearned. It's unearned status. It's fake. It's phony.
Yeah.
No, because what Resto said, you can still be in that sector and not like because of your character. So it's not even a status. It's just more so of an identifier of what you talk about and how you move and where you can be found at. Because if you find one of these content creators in the B sector, you will eventually be led to them all.
Yeah,
your picture is distracting me. I would like you to switch it back now,
okay,
please.
sure. No problemo.
Yeah, status is always socially constructed. It's always socially constructed. So whether it's earned or not earned, that's just an opinion.
Yeah, no, that's for sure. I would agree with that. But what I'm saying is like the whole implication of you saying you're from a sector is to get that some level of credibility. And it may not be that you have any credibility in that sector, right? But the whole reason you're saying you're from that sector to like someone that may not be from quote unquote sector would be to gain that fucking level of like, oh, he's from here that does this shit, that like you get all the associations of like what those people do, right?
It's fake. It's fake.
Even though like you can just be like, I'm an IRL streamer, doesn't mean like you're like it's not like you're Jack Dorothy or anything, right? That's not necessarily the identifier that you would just be like, oh, you just IRL stream. That's the identifier that you're looking for, right?
Okay,
or
so
like
Hornet,
if I'm a
Yeah, you
debate
like the
streamer,
connotation. I get it.
yeah, like if I'm a debate streamer, I'm not Destiny, right? Like that's not the implication that I'm applying there. But let's say I'm in I'm in the Destiny sector. That means I associate with Destiny to a high degree, right? Like there's a difference there.
But so
Well,
how?
Hornet,
I'm just
Hornet,
saying
when
it's
you-
not
when you-
identifier too.
Yesterday sectors.
Hornet, I'm following you now. When you say this is an inauthentic claim that these people are making, they're identifying with a group who they haven't gained the status. This is phony. What standard are you measuring it against? What's the authentic standard? Because this is the cringe factor. We're discussing.
That's what I'm saying. You could just be like, I'm a drama streamer, drama streamer that does drama, right? And then you'll like be like, okay, I get the identifier of like, okay, I know I could guess what you do, right? Or like that's why I would say like for certain like things like I being more hyper specific it would be probably better, but in sector talk it's always just been like the cringe like when I hear someone refer to something, I know I've been ragging on Russ all fucking day, but when I hear someone call something the gaming sector, like that shit is cringe as fuck because I'm just like,
But why is it cringe as opposed to what? Compared
because,
against what?
Because no one calls themselves a gaming sector, right? Like there is no gaming sector.
Yeah,
There are
nobody
gamers.
does it.
Yeah, there are gamers, and then there are like people that would try to be like we're in the gaming sector together, which is trying to gain some like level of credibility there, where it's just like this is cringe.
I think I actually said that yesterday when I was talking to Break because he asked me about like just different stuff, and I think I was actually explaining the sector shit to him, and then I said I come from gaming because like nobody says like gaming sector. You're correct on that. But they do.
You said, well, I reviewed it today, and you did say great gaming sector, which I thought was.
Did I say sector? I'm pretty sure I said gaming.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I said gaming.
Sector. No, you
No,
said
but
gaming sector.
the term is applicable. The term is applicable. What would somebody have to do, Hornet, in order to be able to say I come from the gaming sector and be saying so authentically?
What would the
characteristics would they have to?
What would the gaming sector be?
Well, this is my question to you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What is the identifiers for a gaming sector?
So there's no circumstance.
You see how big that?
Yeah, it's
There's no
just games on the
circumstance.
channels. That's that simple. You're playing games. There is your sector.
So then
No,
every person that plays video games would be in the gaming sector.
Yes.
No, I
Yeah.
swear I'm insane because I
So
think I'm asking simple questions and is there no situation in which I could say I'm from the gaming sector that would apply? Is that an irrelevant term in any circumstance?
Yeah, like I think that's an irrelevant term. There are a shit ton of
Okay.
gamers that
Sure.
like
So
like-
why is that so cringe then?
because it's irrelevant. That's the whole point. Like okay, like in gaming there are clans, right? If you're in a clan and say I'm in a clan, that's like a specific group of people that are doing this thing, right? Like it's like we're part of FaZe Clan. They have a name, they do their thing, whatever, like right, but they don't like ultimately all belong to the same sector, quote unquote.
No, I don't know. I'm not following that.
Okay. How about the beef sector? What would I have to do to legitimately make a claim Old Joe belongs to the beef sector without the cringe factor?
I guess that it would be the acceptance of all those people in the sector that would self-identify with it, which is still cringe.
But even they don't agree.
Exactly.
In the beef sector to say Lemon's not part of the beef sector.
Well,
exactly.
hang on,
That's what I'm saying.
There's a very clear disconnect here, and it's not Hornet's responsibility. So I cannot self-identify as being in the beef sector, nor the debate sector, nor the video game sector. To you, you reject those definitions.
Yeah, that like the
Why?
even like let's say like if someone is well liked in the beef sector, I would still be like that's cringe, but at least you're using an identifier correctly at that point, which I would be like okay. But when we're being so vague with terms, like when Russell said debate sector, that shit is like so vague that it's just like it's not even a descriptor anymore. Just say it like a debate. She does debates like that.
No, hang on, we're dialing in on something.
This is simple resolve. Debate sector means they do debates. It's a terminology issue. You just don't like the terminology. It's very obvious what they mean.
So everyone that has ever done a debate is in the debate sector.
Yes.
Do what?
No,
what was the question?
That's a shitty qualifier.
No. I think like a big part of your content would have to be debates. Like that's strictly not like that's what you do.
And like if we have
you're just a debate streamer, like either you're a debate host or a debate like a debate streamer. Like you know how that identifier would work.
Streamer.
Like,
but no, I would identify it differently because just having an into prompt debate
Impromptu
versus someone who has it set up and they're coming with their key points and they're more prepared. So if you said I was a debate host, that would sound different than somebody. I just had panels and every once in a while we had a debate.
exactly.
A debate popped off and I said I'm a debate host, right?
There's an
why I'm
extremely
saying like there's a difference between the way you use the terminology. That's just like it just seems like we're
I don't
using
think
it
it's
in
just
such a way.
terminology. I think we're talking about an exceptionally important, and Hornet, I thank you for having this conversation. It's extremely important. Hornet, would you object? Would you feel the same cringe factor if somebody said, I come from the Hispanic sector?
Yes, absolutely. That would be even more cringe. Like,
would it be more cringe if they said, I come from the LGBTQ sector of the Panelverse?
Yes.
I don't know, Hornet, if I think you would have said that at the beginning of this conversation. I know that's insulting, but I really don't think you would have.
No, if you say I'm from the LGBTQ, whatever the fuck sector, then yes, I would say that's still cringe as fuck. I would say it's even more cringe because now you're using an identifier label and then putting sector behind it to
I hope that you carry that through to other conversations other than the one we're having.
This is the first time I've talked about this.
Hank, do you see why I can be perceived as telling people how to think? Do you see what's just gone on here, Hank?
No, I didn't.
Okay. Well, I hope that you listen to the conversation that just happened and take that through to some of the conversations that you and I had.
Oh, Cynthia. I'll be right back. Give me like 20 minutes. I got to do something with my daughter.
Okay. Well, I'll probably.
I got to hop down too because I'm
Thank
tired.
You for coming up, Russell. I appreciate you. Well, I appreciate you guys. I think that was a great conversation. You've definitely given me something to think about as far as identifying as someone from a sector or a streamer. That then becomes so much because then it's like, I don't know. But
like,
it's the cringe factor. It's the
shit that you're just like, now you're a representative of those people, which is even more cringy. Like that's basically what you're doing.
This is the key, Hornet. The key is the cringe factor and what causes it, right? Like if you disagree with it, right? Fine. Just reject the premise and move on with the comment. But to come up and interject when somebody says, I'm from this sector, to me, that's showing a little more than just a casual disagreement with terms. There's more than just semantics there. There's an emotional attachment to the way other people are speaking. And I am wondering why.
It's not really an emotional attachment. I just, again, if something could be cringe and not have like an emotional aspect, it's just cringe that you're using credibility gaining and all this
Cringe
other
is
shit.
by definition an emotion.
Cringe?
Yes,
To have a real back reaction, that would be cringe.
that is an emotion.
Not necessarily, not in all cases.
I don't know how to engage with these kind of conversations. If I call something cringe, I am literally having an emotion.
Yeah.
That's not. There's no other way to define that word.
Yeah, exactly. So Hornet just has a problem with English in general. So
That's not the you do not even understand the conversation if that's what you go right with it.
I think he does. Hank is understanding the conversation. There is an issue you have with the labeling of the sectors because people are self-identifying in a way that you see as inauthentic. This is what we've already agreed to in this conversation. You agreed to that, I would say. You say you take issue with people taking inauthentic credibility and basically as energy vampires drawing credibility from their group. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, but that doesn't have to be emotional.
What's the difference?
I think Crowd pointed this out pretty well. It's just like you can have a bad taste and not necessarily it's a sensation, not really an emotion.
Well, I myself consider that cope.
Like it's just like, okay, this is cringeworthy. Like it doesn't have to be an emotional like reaction to it.
Once again, these panelverse conversations, some of them like to me, I'm tempted to label them bad faith, to say I'm feeling cringe, and then to say I'm not feeling an emotion. I at some point, there's no further down you can reduce it to. There's just no point in talking about it. Okay, you're feeling cringe, you're having an emotional reaction, but you're not having an. All right, I get it.
Yeah.
What I'm wondering is what's causing that reaction. Why?
Well, I explained why. Like again, you're drawing from the credibility of other people. You are essentially making yourself a representative of these groups of whatever the fuck. That's
Yeah.
the whole
So
point
what?
that
So
you're
what?
doing that. I'm just saying that's cringe.
So what? Why is it cringe?
It's just cringe. That's what I'm saying. Like you're like, so what? That is the exact thing that I'm saying. That it's cringe, and it's cringe
What
for
is-
those reasons.
What is
it's
cringe
for the reason.
Define
It's
cringe for me.
It's a real back reaction.
It's a which?
Rude Mud Crab come ask, do you have an emotional reaction to seeing an unattractive woman?
Let me refine Rude Mud Crab's question because it's a great question, and I like the guy. Let me refine it to a more basic question, and I'll ask
Okay.
Cynthia.
What old Joe's doing right now is cringe.
Let me
Gay,
get a
so
mic check, Snaps.
I'm
Holy
also gonna
shit,
wait.
this
Are
cupcake
you
is
having an
having an
emotional
emotional reaction and he's not even admitting it. If you feel cringe, that means you have fillers. You feel the cringe. Quit
Seems
being
like
a
you have
beta
fillers.
cuck and admit you're emotionally denying the emotion. This guy's
Emotionally
right.
denying the emotion.
Yeah, you're
Oh,
emotionally denying your emotions. The optics are
emotionally
high.
denying
My
the
boo,
emotion.
I'm out. And Hank, fuck you.
you're playing this games on your channel, Officer Snaps, just like me.
And
Thank you,
Snafu Snap just speak in support of me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how you know you're
Yes,
wrong.
yes, he did.
That's
He
how-
did
Oh no,
support your position.
but no, here, Hornet,
That's-
that is a leftist philosophy that just because you disagree with someone, you can by association be guilt. That's leftist.
It's leftist. Sure.
It is.
Okay.
It is. Do you think the guy with the funny mustache ever said anything right, Hornet?
Yes.
Okay. So there are some things that he could say that would be right. Snafu Snaps I disagree with the guy on almost everything, but he came up here and just made a
Is
correct statement.
This is like extreme levels of autism. Like, obviously, you motherfucker. That was just a joke. That if Snafu, the person that's known for having bad takes, is agreeing with you, then you probably have the bad take, right? That's
So
that's
you were
the
just
joke.
joking.
Do I have to
joking
explain
when
that? Do I have to actually explain
Yes,
the joke? to you?
absolutely. Because if
But that's-
Snafu said that the sky is blue, but I had to disagree with him just because he's wrong all the time.
I
just
would
looked
be
at the sky myself and thought, yeah, it's
I
blue.
could be like I could legitimately be like, fuck, what now I have to question if the sky is blue, right? That would be the joke.
I
You
think
understand
Mr.
that, right?
Oflamio has you handled perfectly here, Hornet.
This is-
I'm going to drop down. Hey, Cynthia, thank
Oh.
you very much
That-
for having me up
much.
on panel.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you
Cringe and
for
gay.
putting the photo up that I appreciate. I would like you to
You're
put it up again
welcome.
the next time I come up. Hank,
Okay.
cook this guy, Hank. Hey, thanks a lot, eh?
Bye.
Yeah,
Chuck
I
comes
mean-
in and says, learning about sex and sexuality can be seriously cringe. And Rude Mud Crab asks, is secondhand embarrassment a feeling?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know if that would call that a feeling necessarily, but I guess it's like a more like opinion at that point. I don't know. I just not classified as an emotion, so I just wouldn't use it as an emotional argument. I'm just saying it just is cringe because that's the funniest way that I can get this across without being like, this is gay, this is fucking stupid. Like, right? I'm just using cringe to not use other pejoratives.
Yeah, you're saying you don't like it. That's the long and short of it.
Well, I'm saying that it's fucking useless.
It's useless and you don't like it.
It's useless. It's not about me liking it or not, right? Like,
Well, someone else can use it and it's not useless to them.
it's still useless. Like,
It's useless to you.
Yeah,
It's not useless to them. That's why they
it's
use
still
it.
useless it's still useless as it like a descriptor or any of that shit. Just again, the only reason you use it is because you want. Again, I explained why you would use it, and that's the only use it has.
So
that's
someone
why
uses
I
it a different
identified
way,
the actual use
they're
of
wrong.
it versus versus just being like just whatever the fuck.
So if someone figure out how to use it a different way, they're just wrong because you have your own opinion.
What is the other way?
The other way, instead of using it for clout, just using it as just a label, like a hashtag.
As a label?
Yep.
Okay, so why would you use it as a label?
Because English, to just communicate with other people.
Wait, why would you use it as a label though? Well, you want to communicate something to people that you are part of this thing. So
Can I
why
get a
are you
mic?
using it?
Listen. Can I get a mic? Can I get a mic check, Rude?
Yo, what's up, baby girl? Yeah, it's me.
What up, guys, gentlemen? This topic must be hot if it brought you two up.
I just want.
I have an answer.
Okay, you give me your answer, so I don't have to ask a question, just in case you got this.
Oh, a sector is a portion of magnetic storage device making up the smallest addressable unit of information.
Such an autistic
That's
fuck,
kind
and
of
I
correct.
love you.
That's kind of correct.
Correct. That's
Yo,
not
Hank.
kind of correct. That is correct.
Hank, do you know how many people do like debates and how many people do like different genres of things on YouTube, right? If someone claims that I'm from the debate sector and there's 15,000 other groups of people who do debates saying I'm from the debate sector, do you understand how fucking retarded that is?
I don't
When they're
know
not
how
even
many
in-
people,
not- they're not
but
even in
I'm
the
willing
same
to figure it
groups.
out. For if you gave me a grant of $100,000, I'll count the people for you.
No, but then they're not even in the same groups. They don't even talk to each other. They don't know each other. They don't interact at all. Do you know how stupid that is to have call it like the sector?
I
when there
don't,
are
I
these
don't know how
different-
stupid it is, but I could run a tally for you. It just takes a small.
I don't need a tally. I just need you to use your brain. It's
I
like,
want you to actually.
how can
I
you
wanna-
how can
I-
how can
wait,
it
wait,
be
wait.
the
I do-
sector
I
if
want
there's
to-
multiple different groups?
I do want Hank to
Because
tally
there's
up every
there's
gamer.
subsectors in the sector. That's easy.
No, that's within a sector, a subsectors.
Yeah, so there's a
But
big
they
sector,
they
then
can't
there's
be
small
within a
sectors,
sector if they don't interact or even know about each other.
But they do.
The
interact
beef
with
sector
one
makes
another.
sense because they all fuck around with each other.
They don't. Like, I can tell you the smallest debate, like gaming streamer will not know the biggest gaming streamer. They probably will have zero interaction in their life. They don't know each other. I'm sorry to tell you.
How do you know they don't know each other?
Because that, like, then I would be seeing small streamers and big streamers get like actively working together, and that doesn't seem to happen.
Maybe they're
Like-
working together in the background.
I could understand like you guys calling yourselves like the flow state sector or some shit. Because
Yeah, that's more of an identifier.
he's like the biggest streamer in your kind of like circle of streamers who all interact with each other and communicate. Like that would make sense to me. But saying like debate sector or some shit, that's just dumb as fuck.
I would
He's
say
not the biggest streamer I
the flow
interact-
state. I would say the flow state orbit would probably be a more apt fucking description at that point.
I interact with Jim Bob and Breakfast Taco, so it's not even the biggest stream I interact with. So
I'm definitely from the 1A sector, whether I like it or not.
Then flow state being like the tomato orbit. and tomatoes being like the crucible orbit. It's just really redundant, dumb shit.
That's
I think you have to break off with the panel. I'm a panelist. Well, I'm a chatter. I don't know. It is perhaps redundant, but it is a good identifier, though. Just with the topics that the topic that the content creator who identifies as such is interested in.
Yeah, but you could just be like, I'm from I do gaming, and that would pretty much give you the same identifier of you being like, I'm a gaming streamer. Or I do streams about flow state. That would probably be a better identifier than being like I'm in the panel burst or like
I'm from the yoga ball sector.
Yeah,
we'll sit on yoga balls.
Like that's just being really bad at communications at that point.
Since I started streaming games again, YouTube keeps suggesting me streams of pretty girls playing video games, and I gotta say, I'm here for it.
That's the benefit, dude.
Did you hear Ojo's argument earlier saying perhaps identifying as sectors was really the algorithm leading us to that place and we're being judged or labeled that way without even understanding what it is? Ojo mentioned how a gentleman from one of the sectors named Duke, how his videos never come up. He never would have came across them had Duke not come over to some of the panels over here.
The algorithm is heavily influential in the social media clusters, the clicks.
Yeah, but the reason isn't because they're trying to separate. It is just like whatever you like watching is going to be the thing that they're going to push towards you.
Correct, and you're going to unnoticeably be drawn to things that are part of your nature as well. Like, for example, I know a ton of people from New England on YouTube, even though I haven't lived there in years, because if something about New England comes on the news, I'm going to watch it. Yeah. If there's something about my hometown being featured in a YouTube video, I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch it again. I'm going to click the like button. And so YouTube knows more about you than you think.
Yeah, it's the slow interactions that you do. It's like that's why I always fight back on this. Like people being censored. It's just like no, it's just what you're looking for. Like the reason lefties are gonna launch lefty shit is because they're lefties. So it's gonna push that left shit towards you.
There is huge shadow banning though.
Yeah, but even the algorithm
heavily shadow banning
comes down to the smallest shit. Even when you put your mouse over a video to get a preview of it, it takes everything into account.
It takes into account our shorts,
how long you stay on a video,
how long you're watching that short is. The short algorithm is even crazier. It's just that works in a super small minuscule shit that I'm just like, wow.
You have a higher opinion of software developers than I do.
It's not about the software developer necessarily. It's just about the algorithm being fairly.
Who wrote your algorithm other than software developers?
Well, again, multiple software developers can get to a situation where they don't understand the thing that they created.
Exactly.
So it's again, that's not praising. It's just praising the algorithm, not praising the. Not necessarily.
They don't know how
I think a lot of creators, a lot of software engineers understand the algorithm to a certain degree. I just don't think you can understand the full thing.
Can I get a mic check, Joe? I only saw your forehead.
I only see your forehead.
Mike, I'm sorry. Oh, Joe, can I get a mic check?
I just showed you my picture, Cynthia.
No, it was your forehead.
Oh, I gave you a big flex and everything. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't. I had it scrolled up. My bad.
Okay, keep me backstage then. Keep me backstage. Here it is.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes. Oh, I see you. Wow. I didn't know you worked out.
Is Joe up here to fight me because I called you baby girl? He's getting
No, I
jealous.
think he's coming up to debate one of y'all's or ask questions. Let me say that correctly. Ask questions about one of y'all's points of views.
Yes, I'm here to stand up with my friend Hank Oflamio.
Oh,
It wasn't the classification or the number of people in each sector that we were addressing. It was Hornet's outrage, his cringe factor.
He doesn't have outrage.
Right.
What's the difference, Rude?
He came up here because he's seen a friend talking about something that he's talked about before.
Untrue. Yeah.
Rude. We're talking
Yeah.
about Hornet's cringe factor.
Yeah. That's
What
like
is a cringe factor?
it's like
And
a
it's so all
secondhand
the
embarrassment.
snapshot.
It's like a
So-
secondhand embarrassment. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, this is retarded.
And you're claiming that's not an
It's a pretty good
emotion. That
definition.
was your claim.
I don't think it's emotional at all. I think it's a intellectual assessment, and you question that.
Is embarrassment an emotion, Rude?
Yeah, for yourself. I don't think secondhand embarrassment is for yourself.
Define the difference between the two, please.
Why do I need to define the difference? Aren't we all
Well,
humans
you're
here who have
making a claim
experienced?
that-
We've all experienced these things ourselves.
I think embarrassment of any form is an emotion myself.
If you're on the
Secondhand,
if you're on the
third-hand,
affirm if Joe, if you're on the affirmative, the secondhand embarrassment is an emotion. I think you're the one who needs to verify that, not me.
No, you made the claim it's not. Tell me how
I
it's
said I
not.
don't think so. I don't think that. I don't think that. It's never felt like
That
an
would be like
emotion.
you
for
on
me.
the affirmative.
You have made the claim that secondhand embarrassment is not an emotion. Did you or did you not?
Yeah, I guess so. I said I don't think it is an emotion.
Defend your claim, please, sir.
Defend my
Defend
claim.
yourself.
That I don't think it's an emotion.
Okay. I think old Joe is cringe and gay, so I'm gonna head out. Thanks for everything on.
thank you, Hornet.
It's probably a good time, Hornet, to leave. Yes.
Joe, if I didn't think that it was a thing, how am I meant to prove that it's not a thing?
That sounds
Wouldn't
like
that be like
coke to me.
wouldn't that be like me trying to prove that God doesn't exist because I don't believe in God?
If you have to reduce your argument that quickly to whether God exists, Rude Mudcrab, you've already lost. Weren't you and I
No,
supposed to have
I
a
just-
debate
I-
on free will? And where did
We were
that
never
go?
supposed to have a debate on free will.
Well, that's what I was told. What
was
happened
approached-
to that debate?
I was
we were
I was
having?
approached for it, and I laughed about it because I have no interest in doing fake and gay debates.
So you punked out?
I didn't
I
punk out. I don't
I
do debates.
accepted-
I think
I
debates. Are,
accepted Rude Mudcrab. We
Joe,
were supposed to have a debate.
I think
on-
debates are cringe, Joe. I think debates are cringe.
They're cringe. Is cringe an emotion, Rude Mudcrab?
I don't think so. Do you think
Okay.
it's an emotion, Joe? Do you think it's an
Yes.
emotion?
Yes.
Can you
but
show-
I don't
can you
think
show me how
cringe
it's an
was the
emotion?
I don't think cringe was the emotion you were having. I think it was fear after
I am
losing
not
3
afraid of you,
debates in a
Joe.
row. Now,
Joe,
why don't you dip down and I'll
I
take
haven't
on your
lost a
buddy
debate,
Dennis.
Joe. Okay, you're on the affirmative there too. Can you show me 3 debates that I've lost to you? I don't think we've ever
Did I-
debated.
Oh,
Okay,
dude, I lost a debate so hard to Joe that I left the internet for 6 months. Did you know that?
It wasn't to me. It was when you were a coward and making a false accusation about a man abusing his spouse. That's when you left the debate. That's when you left the internet. When he
Well, you said it
confronted
was you the last time we were on a panel.
When you, no,
together.
no, I'm saying right now what I said. When
Joe,
he
you're
confronted
dismissing my
you face
question.
You
to
said
face,
you
man to
owned
man,
me so bad on free will that I left
Where
the,
did
the
you
internet.
go, Dennison? Hey, Dennison, tell me what you said today on Talcott's panel. Was it today or yesterday?
No, it
What
wasn't
you would-
today.
What you
What
would
is
do
Joe's-
differently.
What
Dennison,
is your
tell me what
opinion
you
on
would
free
do
will, Joe?
differently if you could do it again.
Joe, what is your opinion on free will? Where do you stand on that?
Well, let's talk about it with Dennison, and we'll go through it right now. Dennison,
Why can't you, just answer
mentioned
the question, Joe?
specifically
Why does it
today
always have to be some diatribe
what
fucking
you would
monologue of
try-
retarded bullshit?
This is what he does, dude.
No, hang on. Just address the specifics. I
Do you
love
want
thinking
people
I
to
about-
mean,
think
maybe
you're
if I
deep?
feel like it. Knock yourself out, champ.
Do you want to
What
seem
did
like
you
you're
say
deep and
today on
mysterious or
Talcott's
something,
panel
Joe?
about-
I
Is that what
can't hear you though. To be fair, I can't hear what you're asking.
Okay, so I will address all. I refuse to get into any more internet shouting matches. Okay,
Yes, I actually agree with you on that one, sir.
sure. Simple question. Now, first of all, Rude, do you have a question for me before I address your buddy
I
Dennis?
thought he was calling me rude for a second.
Sorry, I thought I asked that question already. I said, what is your take on free will? Where do you stand there? I thought,
My take is
but I
that
thought you
we
told me
have-
you weren't going to answer me until you talked to Dennison.
Sure. My take is that we have free will. Is your take that we don't?
Yeah, I don't think free will exists.
Prove it.
Why do I have to prove it?
Prove a negative. Do
Why
it
do I
now.
have to prove otherwise?
Do it now or sign off the internet forever and ever.
7 months? Was it 7 months, Dennison?
8, I think.
How long were you gone, Dennison? How long did you hide under your alt accounts there after Andrew Wilson?
Yeah, I don't have
ran
any
you
alt
off?
accounts. Where
How
Andrew
long-
Wilson's
you-
never run me off
Say it
of
again.
anything.
You took issue with me saying this to King Stephen. Say again. Tell us all again that you don't have any alt accounts. I want to hear
I
it.
don't
again.
have any alt accounts.
One more time, please.
I do not have any alt
I
accounts.
love hearing you lie. It makes my day.
You're not a smart
How many-
person, Joe. You think you are, but you're not.
How much do you use AI during?
I love
the
it when he
day?
tries to psychologically and analyze.
I
Yes,
never
I
never
love
use
hearing it.
I never
I
use
love
it.
hearing it. You never use AI during debates, and
And I don't do debates either.
Dennison
don't-
hates debate.
I watch
What?
you debate.
You
I
watch
hate
it, Joe.
debates.
I
You've
watched
never
you
seen me
Andrew
debate.
Wilson. I watched you debate Andrew Wilson and conceded what 30 seconds. Was
I
that?
don't
on
know what
Grid's
you're talking
panel?
about, bro.
You don't remember?
I thought I
on-
ran away.
You don't remember on Grid's panel debating Andrew Wilson and conceding within
He
30
ran
seconds?
for 3.5 months. It took him
No,
3.5
No,
months to
no,
come
no,
back.
no,
I mean,
Dennis, you
I may
debated
have been on
Andrew
Grid's
Wilson.
panel with Andrew Wilson, but I don't remember it.
Okay, well,
I go on a lot of panels.
So I think I got.
I don't remember being on Grid's panel at all,
So I
actually.
could actually pin Dennison down. So you say you don't have any alt accounts, but we know you have 2 YouTube channels. So there's
Correct. Both.
for that
both
being
no. He's talking about fake accounts so that I can watch and be a queer like he is.
well,
I'm
no,
talking about
now you're
both of my accounts are named Digital Denizen. That's both of
Okay.
my accounts. One's a backup because the other one or the other might get struck, and then I can still go live.
there you
You know
go.
what, Hank, you and I disagree on a lot of things, but you are not inauthentic. These two people, Rude and Dennison, they're both liars.
How are you inauthentic?
I love
No, they
hearing
aren't.
them lie.
No,
What
they
makes
aren't.
me
love hearing them
inauthentic,
lie.
Joe?
Hey, Rude Mudcrab, let me ask you a question. Did you
Okay,
step
ask me a
into a
question.
Discord conversation and not
Do
understand?
you really
what the
want to bring this up
conversation was?
again?
Sure, let's do
You
it.
seriously don't understand what the fuck happened in that conversation, do you?
He doesn't understand a lot.
You
Then
have
tell
no idea.
I agree, Dennison.
Okay.
This is a normal behavior for him.
Yep.
Sure.
Joe, are you okay? Do you have people in your life that love you? Is
I
there a
wonder
carer
that
right
when he
now that
does.
should
I
be
do
loved?
wonder that when he does this.
I have genuine concern for you sometimes, Joe.
Are you lying now, Rude Mudcrab?
Yeah, I don't actually give a fuck about you at all. I was
I think it's. I think it's like a superficial kind of
What?
like anger that he feels. I don't really worry about it too much, but then sometimes I do wonder, like, why is he here doing this to me, a stranger on the internet, instead of like
Oh, I know what
playing with his dog or hugging his wife or I don't know something.
Do you have a dog or a wife, Dennison?
Even though he
I
doesn't.
don't keep animals as pets.
Checkmate.
Wait, what?
I don't keep animals as pets.
How come?
That includes women. Sorry, it was too easy. I had to, Cynthia. Forgive me.
It's not okay to let him sleep in the yard anyway, and that's just I don't know.
Hey, you asked me why I'm here. Why are you here, Dennison? I've asked you before. You've never.
Hank and Rude are two of my favorite people on the internet, and Cynthia's really growing on me.
Oh,
Yeah,
here
Dennison,
we
they are.
go. Here we go. And if Lindsay was here, she would be one of your favorite people on the internet. You're a coward.
No, Lindsay's not one of my favorite, but I do enjoy talking to her.
If she was here, you'd say that.
Why are you always
move
so
around,
hostile,
you'd move
Joe? What do you
around,
think
you'd
that is?
move around to whoever.
Something
whoever
hurt
you
him or
fuck.
threatened him, like when we first met, and this has just been it. It's been
Yeah,
nonstop.
I didn't hear that.
Something hurt
I-
or threatened you. Something I said hurt or threatened you, and you've
No,
been
no,
this
not
way ever
you,
since.
Dennison. It's the concept. You notice that you, Rude Mudcrab, and others who are liars, I always love to wrangle with you.
Where
Prove
did I
it.
lie, Joe?
Prove it.
You just
You
did.
made the claim I'm a liar. Prove it.
I believe that you have changed your position multiple times.
Of
on
course,
free
I
will.
changed my positions all on free will. Not since I've met you.
Sometimes
I changed it
Okay.
fundamentally because I used to believe in it until the
Does
science
free will
proved otherwise.
does free
Yeah,
will exist or not?
No.
No.
I don't
Free will
believe in
doesn't
free
exist,
will.
Denison?
I don't know, but I don't believe it does.
Okay.
Prove
So
that thing
is
that
there
doesn't
a
exist.
degree of free will or not?
Not that I'm aware of. Maybe
Okay,
if we
so-
could like dig into it deeper, we could come up with some ways.
I hope that's Tommy. I want to rack his ass.
It's James.
Damn it.
Yo, what up, James?
Not much, just chilling and everything. Just had to join this crazy conversation.
Well,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
James,
I
did you
people
used to be
too.
James? Did you used to be
Nice.
World War II expert?
Yeah, that was originally what I used to go by a little while ago. It's been a little while.
Okay.
Quick, give him a compliment so you're a good teammate, Joe. You need it. Go.
It was technically
I don't
WW1
even
and
think
2
it's
expert is what I
Hey,
was going
hey,
by.
James.
85.
James, I watched Andrew Wilson kick your ass about World War II. He asked you one question. And you came in. There you go.
Holy
There you
shit.
go, rude mud crab. You see how much I need allies against you. Bring 3 or
Yeah.
4 more people against me. That's you.
What?
need
I'm
to
not
be
against you,
fair.
Joe.
I haven't been against you yet,
I'm not
Joe.
against you either, Joe. My goodness.
No, I know you aren't. I know you aren't. I'm
You're
just
hostile.
giving.
Didn't Uncle love you not enough or
Well,
too much?
I didn't
Like,
really
what happened?
engage with Andrew in that debate, to be fair.
That's no excuse.
Yeah, you know, when I first met Joe, I was kind of intimidated by his questions, but
No
then
one's
when
intimidated.
I was, because it's like they're pretty. You're like, because I guess I was trying to guess, like, what's he trying to figure out? What's his angle? And I was answering to what I thought he was gonna ask, or what the point is I thought he was trying to make. But then when he came on panel and talked about the different types of questions, exploratory, and I forgot the second one, dialect questions, I believe.
Didactic is the term.
Didactic. It made me realize the different types of questions that people ask, and I realized they weren't coming from a place of malice. They were coming from a place of just trying to be curious and understand. And sometimes perhaps his delivery wasn't always the softest. But
No, don't do that, Cynthia. Now, don't try to split the difference. You don't need to stick up for me or try and.
No,
if I'm wrong, I accept I'm wrong. But
Well, I've
I
never
will
seen
take
you admit you're wrong.
Yeah, and I don't believe that for a second. I think he deliberately asked particular questions in a particular way to try to load the answer.
No.
He's also very binary in his thinking. So he thinks that if you don't give the yes or no answer that he wants, or if you do, the nuance just goes straight out the window.
Yeah, he's like
Test
a
that
yes
right now.
belly Tommy.
Let's test that right now. I'll test it against my number one opponent, Hank. If Hank is
Number one?
I do. Hank, here is a question, Hank. You believe I seek the truth?
No.
Tell me
Yeah,
why.
me neither.
Tell me why.
Prove
Guys,
it.
chase
Prove
your
it,
own
Hank.
tail.
Prove it, Hank.
Yeah, prove it.
If you let him answer, he'll answer. You guys are so eager to clout chase and talk over him. Hank,
Joan's cloud
tell me
chasing,
why.
what the fuck?
We had fun.
We're having fun still.
No more fun now, Hank. You answer right away.
Because he chases his own tail. I keep watching chase his own tail with his poor dialectics. Very
I'm
garbage
specifically
dialectics.
asking.
Never getting.
I don't even remember the question at this point, to be fair.
I am specifically. It's a simple question, Dennison. It's no wonder you can't remember it. Hank, I'm asking if you think I pursue the truth, and if not, why not?
You don't, because you don't even know what algorithm to use to find the truth. So you do your best and end up just chasing your tail. Like
Okay, so in your opinion, I pursue the truth within my limited means.
Yeah, I've got a different opinion. I think the truth is what's
I never
up
asked for
inside
your
your own
opinion,
ass.
Dennison. You're
I know I get to give it anyway, though. Isn't that funny? That's how the panel works. I think your truth is inside your own ass, and you ask the questions you can to dig it out.
What is your
And it gets
opinion?
boring after a while.
What is
Forget
your
about the
It's funny. He
panel.
asked one of those
Pretty
questions you
much,
think
right?
that he asked straight away.
See this is what cripples the panel versus you got pieces of shit like Dennison and Rude Mud.
Oh,
I
that
love
just
those pieces of
overtalk.
shit.
pieces of shit.
You're my
Let
favorite
me
piece of
ask
shit.
you a question.
Dehumanize those who disagree with and challenge you, sir.
No,
This is
here's
his
not
unbiased
disagreement.
questioning on
Like
display.
this.
Here's an authentic question, Dennison. Have you specifically purchased gear and adjusted your audio settings so you can overtalk people on the panelverse?
No.
I heard you say that on Gen X Jeff's channel. See, this
You don't
is
know
the
what you're
thing. There's
talking
no
about, bro. I'm
honesty.
using a
There's
$50
no
wireless
honesty
headset.
within you. There is no honesty in you. You
How
have
about-
You just hear whatever you want and make shit up, dude.
Yeah, you do. Show the clip otherwise. Go ahead.
And what's worse, you're not even a troll. You're just a senile old
No,
man.
no, hang on, Dennis. Hang on, Joe. Prove it. Prove it, Joe. Prove it.
Prove it.
You'll have to take my word for it, folks.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Didn't tell you.
That's how that works.
Nope.
How I overtalk you is quite simple, right? It's just by
Dennis,
turning the volume all the
and
way
with,
up
and with that, Joe, you can see
and talking like this into the microphone when you scream over me. It's that simple. That's all it takes.
And scream.
Let me try it. It works for me too.
See? Oh, he's got the special equipment too. Oh no.
Okay,
so is
I was
anybody in the panel
asking Hank. I was
Right.
asking Hank a specific question. Dennison, would you have the courtesy of allowing him to answer?
I'm sorry, you're asking me a question?
No, I'm asking Hank a question. I'm asking if you would have the courtesy of allowing him to answer instead of answering for him.
I didn't answer for him, dude. You're delirious. He answered you 3 or 4 times, and he's going to answer
I'm
you again too as soon as I stop talking.
I'm asking him a question.
See, he's answering it right now, and you're talking over him. Hank, your
Hank,
volume's turned down, by the way.
Dennison, would
I
you
didn't
have
turn
the
it down.
courtesy of not over talking Hank when he answers?
I'll follow your lead, Joe.
Yeah, say
He
no,
asked you a
Dennison.
question. And then your follow-up question was deliberately pointed so you could answer it the way you wanted to.
No.
And then you asked me a question. Literally, was the last thing you did. Unbelievable.
And you talking, not even allowing me to.
And this is without even smoking weed.
Yeah,
So,
tell
Hank-
Dennison to say no.
Don't
because funnier.
So Leah in the chat has a question. Sorry, can I ask, does Joe work for YouTube?
I'm a government
Interesting.
agent.
You're a government agent? Ooh.
Hornet.
I better watch my mouth. Around you, you're a government agent.
Hornet now asks, the real question is, how does Joe feel about gender?
I feel that gender and sex are interlinked inextricably. I think that they're linked and that a dislinking of them indicates some sort of an issue.
So then they're not.
No, like anything, like the will to live is an intrinsic a part of being human. However, you can wind up with scenarios where people self-terminate. Then that indicates some sort of disorder.
That sounds
So
like
when you-
nuance. Prove it.
So when you wind up with the scenario where somebody say feels like they shouldn't have an arm, which has happened, and they feel like they have to amputate their arm in order to feel normal, this is a dysfunction.
Wait, say that again, Joe?
So we all feel like we have to have 5 fingers, 2 arms, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is a balanced behavior on our part. If I come along and say, okay, I feel like I was born with too many arms, so I need to have an arm amputated in order for my body to match how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
I think that is not a healthy way of being. So
What if you were born with 3 arms?
my opinion is that gender and sex are interlinked.
If you're born with 3 arms, is it healthy to want to have 2?
If I was born with 2 heads, as some people were, then I would say I am an outlier, Dennison.
What
And
about 3
leftists
arms?
leftists like you always use outliers to try and break the rules.
Everybody who disagrees with him is a leftist. What about 3 arms?
You're a leftist.
Wouldn't
I
a
would call-
minority
if you were
that
born- if you were
has gender
born with
dysphoria
very-
be an outlier?
Very simple answer to Dennison's question first.
Let's see if you can do it. 3 arms.
If you
Would
were
it be
born
natural
with
to
3
want to?
arms, if you were born with 3 arms, Dennison, I consider you an outlier. Do you agree?
And aren't we talking about outliers?
Sure. Can you answer my question though?
What was your question?
Would it be natural to want to have an arm removed if you're born with 3 arms?
Yes, because at that point you would be an outlier.
So do you think that maybe some other people feel that way about certain appendages that aren't their arm?
But then they're not outliers, which negates that rule.
Trans people aren't outliers?
The trans
Interesting.
people are by definition outliers, just like the people with 3 arms.
Oh, now I'm the short-circuited android in the Star Trek episode. I concede.
Exactly. Rude, what's your question?
What was my question? Oh yeah, trans people are an outlier. They're a minority of a minority.
I'll give you an example using myself. I am left-handed.
You're not trans, are you, Joe?
I am. See, here's Rude. Rude is incapable.
This is the authentic, direct, genuine guy
okay.
right now, telling you
So
that he's
you're-
left-handed.
Capable of having an authentic conversation.
No.
I
So
am
you're left-handed. Okay, you're
I
left-handed.
am left-handed.
Which way does your
I
dick
am
curve? To the left or to the right?
outlier. Listen to these guys just yap. Just
Well,
talk
it's
over
curved to
talk.
the left because he uses
Listen to
his
you
left hand
describing
most
someone yapping.
I'm describing me.
Rude Mudcrab hasn't answered the question. Do you think that Joe pursues the truth?
No, not at all.
James, are you familiar with Joe and his questions?
I see Joe on occasion, so I cannot really adequately answer the question. I don't see him enough.
James, you're so nice. You know this guy's a bitch.
James, not like you. James just answered, "I don't know," which is the truth.
So
the man is honorable. He believes in honor. Yes, I don't know the guy. Sure, good answer, James.
I've not seen you enough to get an adequate answer.
And I think that's a fabulous answer and an honest one. I may be a
Joe seeks praise. Joe seeks admiration.
Yeah, he wants confirmation of his own truth.
Yeah, it's just like a Tommy.
He thinks he's
Tommy yells less.
And discernment you do not have, Joe. No offense, but you are not good at guessing about strangers on the internet.
I think you're fat, Dennison. Am I right?
Yeah, I'm 650 pounds.
I've just guessed about you, Dennison. You made a claim I'm not good at guessing about strangers.
But you didn't get the
I
fact that
think
he was
you're a
joking.
Prove it.
Dennison was joking when he said that. Dennison
Prove it.
wasn't being serious.
Cam up.
You have to cam up because I said you're fat. I said you're fat. You have to cam up now. That's how this works.
Dennison was joking. You didn't get the joke.
You could prove me wrong in 2
So,
seconds.
James, what are you thinking now? You getting any more information to make your assessment?
Well,
Jesus Christ.
Joe, do you have a therapist?
He has a hard
I
time
just
with
made a
jokes.
claim. Dennison can prove me wrong in 2 seconds.
I don't think
You
he cares if
could,
you're
but he
right
wants to keep
or
it in the
wrong.
dark because it's more fun that way. It's
Okay,
funnier.
well,
every
then
day.
if
I'm gonna dox myself to prove old Joe wrong on the internet.
Don't show
I
your
could
face,
put up
Mr. Body.
I could put up a picture of anybody's face right now and project it into the camera. You are not
No, you
smart,
couldn't.
sir.
No, you
100%
couldn't. Cam
I
up.
can.
Oh, OBS.
Cam up and show your
What do
body.
you call it?
See what I mean? He
Show
doesn't
your
know what he's talking about.
OBS
You know what would be
virtual
hilarious
cam.
if you projected a picture of old Joe on your screen. That'd be
That would
hilarious.
actually be hilarious. I wish I had a
Well,
picture
show
of
us,
that.
Dennison.
Just so I
Show
could do
us-
that.
OBS.
Show us how good shape you're in.
Virtual cam. He could do a video of someone on OBS.
Your position, Dennison, is that
I'm
I'm
rubbing
not
My
good about
position is
guessing.
what?
It's not. You said I'm not good about guessing about people on the internet. I say you're fat and out of shape. Prove me wrong.
Hey Joe, I think you've got a small dick. Prove me wrong. Come on.
I don't
Cam up right
disagree
now.
with you.
no,
Okay.
Cam up right now, Joe.
He doesn't disagree.
I
couldn't
I
do
don't
that.
disagree with you. I
He's got that
acknowledge your
small
claim.
dick
Drew.
energy.
I acknowledge your claim. I don't disagree.
No,
Oh,
that don't tar and feathers people with small dicks this way. It's not. That's uncalled for.
Rude Mudcrab made that song. Remember? That was a good song.
It happens. Don't worry about it. Hey Joe, do you have a therapist?
No.
Look into that.
Mhm. Do you, Rude?
Yeah.
Me
How
too.
often do you see them?
Well, every time you're on panel with me.
So you see a therapist just because I come on panel with you?
No, I'm saying you try and psychoanalyze people because you're a fucking retard.
And
Oh,
I
so
want
I'm your
everybody
therapist
real quick, anybody who's listening, he will go forth saying that Rude sees a therapist every single time Joe's on panel.
Yeah.
The fact that it was a punchline means nothing to this pursuer of truth.
Joe doesn't get jokes. Joe
What I
doesn't know
will go
jokes
for,
at all.
there's only one.
And when
thing that
in
will
6
go
months from
forward.
now, when you
Look at
can't remember you
Dennison
ever fucking said that shit,
over-talking again
he's gonna
because he's
ask you if you
terrified of
said
what
it. You know
I'm
why?
gonna
Because he's
say.
gonna remember.
The
He's
only
writing
thing
it
that I
down
will
right
go
now,
forward with
and he's gonna watch
is
this
saying
episode
Dennison-
4 more
Listen,
times.
He does. He's doing it
And
again.
then in 6 months from
Over-talking
now,
with
he'll
Mike.
say, "I gotcha."
The only thing I'll go forward with is saying Dennison is
It's a
fat,
parlor
out
trick.
of shape internet troll. That's the only thing I'll go out of shit. Oh,
Yes,
forward.
and that is
You
why
have to.
that's
You
why
have to give me
Ojo
your
started-
definition of fat, troll, and out of shape.
Yeah. And
By
that-
your own definition. By your own definition.
Well,
No,
I would-
definitely
that
not.
was
you
a
would define
joke.
yourself
That was
as
a joke.
Definitely not. Then
That was a
No.
joke when Dennis
Joe.
said that. That was a joke.
I think I'm dead sexy. I'm definitely not a troll.
I
How
don't
is- how
believe you
is-
think that.
How is Denizen a troll?
I'm
that
very
escaped the
healthy as
internet?
well too.
You
If
are,
he's on
then
the
prove
internet
it.
right now.
Prove it.
How did
He
you-
doesn't
how did
have
you
to
escape?
prove it to
Yeah,
you.
give me your email. I'll send you all my medical records.
Rude.
my email,
Alicia
Dennison?
says that you sound sexy.
He does.
Come on, Alicia.
He's got that
behave
deep
yourself.
Australian accent going on. Fucker. I almost hate him for it.
I just
Well,
sound
I
different.
didn't answer the question, and I do feel like Joe's questions are in pursuit of the truth.
You're such a people pleaser, Cynthia.
No, because she never gave me benefit of the doubt when I showed up on here. So
Maybe you don't deserve it.
she picks people that she believes.
You're
No,
a dirty
no,
Kobe.
no.
You don't deserve
Just out of having this decision was not made quickly. It was not made over time. I mean, over once or twice. It was made over months. And just getting to know him and his reasons of asking questions as a person who asks questions myself, I understand how they can come off offensive or put people on the offense. So
No, that's not the problem.
it's not.
Cynthia gives
Nah.
positive affirmations to underdogs in a hope that they'll one day correct their behavior.
That does seem like a trend.
I see it. I agree with that trend.
So I just
The loving mama bear is what I'm seeing.
so anyways, that's the true story. But I didn't think that
And
y'all-
she's sticking
What?
to it.
Why were you laughing when I said that then, Cynthia? Why was that funny?
because it definitely threw off the energy in the room.
Stop smiling, Cynthia. No one's gonna believe you.
No,
Stop smiling.
it threw off the energy in the room, and it's interesting to see y'all's reaction.
What she's saying is that she got all three of you to shut up at once, which is awesome.
Oh, is that
no,
what
that's
happened?
not what I was saying. That's
Yeah, you were the only one not talking anymore.
So do you think he was
Man,
seeking
you are like a
truth then, Cynthia?
projection master.
I think that he can be an asshole about the way he asks questions, and I think he asks questions. As someone who asks, like sometimes I feel like if I hit this one question, I can trigger them, and I see sometimes him doing that, but
He
not.
doesn't
his-
ask- he doesn't ask
questions are
to seek truth.
accusations with a
Yeah,
question
but-
mark at the end,
They're so clout chasing.
and they're mostly projections.
Yeah, he asks questions to try and corner someone so he can try and feel superior to them. That's all he does.
Right, and that's him at his best. That's him at his most honest.
Yeah.
That's when he's not just deliberately forming an accusation as a question. Dude, Nuttas? That is way over on the other side of the pond. Shout out to Nutta.
Hello. Manipulation tactic. Are you saying Chuck says manipulation tactic? Are you saying in asking the questions or the way he asked the questions? And what do you mean by manipulation tactics, Chuck? Come on up.
It's the same thing that Andrew does.
Like bad debaters, bad faith debaters.
Yeah, so like I don't have an argument, and you're also kind of making me look like I'm wrong. So I'm going to call you fat.
Right.
And we're going to say that you support pedophiles.
Or you're
Or
going to
abuse
have
for
a
life.
shitty body language, like you're annoyed. You're going to take a deep breath or do something that throws the other opponent off. I see that a lot too.
Or that you're a spousal abuser.
He is. He's abusive to his wife on TV.
The way of questions. So Chuck says it's a manipulation tactic, the way of the questions. I'm not sure if he means the way you ask them or I don't know. I'm sure
Oh,
that's
Chucky boy is super sleepy right now, I think.
Yeah. But I've never seen Dennison be triggered. Well, maybe did I ever trigger you, Dennison?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think
I
I've ever.
didn't. I did not like you for quite some time because of you rephrasing something I said to make it sound like I was in a traveling group of trolls, much like Joe here.
I'm in a traveling group of trolls.
No,
I think
No,
he's
no, no.
saying
He's
that's
saying-
what you say about me.
That's what you say about him.
You are though. You
Oh
are
my
in a group.
god!
Are trolls? Are there?
You're not good at this.
You
So
even
are
laugh at Dennison. You even laugh at.
Is
Because
there?
last night doesn't make it true.
James, do you think that there's ever? Do you think that there's ever a situation where a troll can be seen as a good thing?
What?
Is there ever like? Are we gonna say trolls are a negative thing or a positive thing?
I mean, everybody's got their different definition now.
Mm-hmm.
I've been on the internet for like 30 years. A troll is someone who deliberately fishes for emotional reaction by being deliberately disingenuous.
Abortion should be for free.
What's a troll hunter, Dennison?
Dennison triggers everyone. Snow says Dennison triggers everyone.
Well, not
Dennison,
everyone,
what
but
is
yeah,
a
a lot of
troll
people do get
hunter?
triggered.
What is a troll hunter, Dennison?
I don't know what's a troll hunter.
I think
You're
that's what
telling
Joe's
me.
going to
Say
claim
that
that he
again. That
is.
you don't know what a troll hunter is. Please tell me that again.
Joe, why don't you tell me what a troll hunter is since you brought
I
it up?
want to hear you again. I want to hear you at least 3 times. Tell me what you don't know what a troll hunter is. Please tell me again.
I don't know what you're talking about, Joe. Why don't you elaborate?
Last time. Tell me you don't know what a troll hunter is. I won't ask again. I just want to hear it once more.
Can I clarify something? Do you think that if a troll gets asked 3 times if what a troll hunter is, that something happens to them? Is this something?
He gets sent back to Kansas.
What I think is I love hearing.
He's
I love
searching for the
hearing
truth right
liars.
now, Cynthia.
You know what?
Don't interrupt him.
I love hearing liars lie. It's addicting.
Oh my god.
It's a
Is that what
pattern.
you-
It's definitely a pattern. So I was like, I wonder what the pattern is with 3. So it was. I'm glad I wasn't alone, Ruth. Thank you.
Is it because Bridge Trolls had 3 questions that you had to answer? Is that
It's
what
because I love hearing liars lie. It's addicting listening to a liar spout his lies.
You're a sick fuck, bro.
Whether anybody else knows it or not, I know it and the liar knows it. That's addicting to me.
So what is
You
it?
need to
What is
see
it?
somebody.
So
What is a
you
troll hunter, Joe?
Did he just say that was addicting to him?
Yeah.
Yes.
Or did I mishear that? I thought. I
Oh,
misheard.
Joe.
Yes, he reveled in it too, in superiority, which you can't. The level of disgust and disdain he has in his tone is unmistakable.
Joe, I have a question. How long do you spend looking in the mirror every day?
Takes me probably 5 minutes to shave, if that. 2 minutes probably.
I love hearing liars lie. It's addicting to me.
So if you say by Dennison's definition, can we all agree that a troll is somebody who fishes for information to provoke emotion?
Yeah, the original term is like to troll is like a method of fishing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
you cast a wide net, and it's unspecific.
Back in the day, you'd have like select targets and shit. Like, were you ever on like 4chan and stuff then?
Yeah, so like once a troll finds somebody who, is going to react emotionally all the time, then they milk them, right? And so you follow them around.
Like
But they
Westboro
don't-
Baptist
Is that
Church
a
and
bad
Navajo
thing,
Hotel
Jonathan?
and
Yeah, is
Yes.
that my question? Is it a bad
Yeah,
thing? Good
I
thing?
think it's time. Well, I mean, I don't know. Like, it has to exist. There's certainly more people like that and who like that stuff than people who are like me. And so I'm forced to live in a society where it's encouraged. So bad? I don't know. I think it's toxic personally.
Is it
Would you stop
necessary?
if you could?
What?
Would you stop trolling if you could? If you could
I don't
interfere
troll.
with trolls? No, not you personally. If you could interfere with them, seek them out, stop them from plying their trade, would you do so?
I don't think so.
You wouldn't.
No, because I don't I think it's toxic behavior.
It's awesome.
Joe.
Okay.
Joe, real quick. What's your opinion?
Maybe when
on
I
how,
was like 15.
Oh, so you did used to be a troll hunter.
Joe, what's your opinion on bullying, like schoolyard bullies and shit?
I hate them.
15?
Like I hate you.
See, I think bullies
Wow.
are in a very important stage in like social development, because this world's not going to be kind to you. You're going to have people who just want to kick your fucking teeth in just because you looked at them funny.
Like
And I think
you,
people need
Rude.
to they need to understand that and get used to it and
Like
get ready
you,
for it.
Rude. Like you when I stepped up
Joe.
to debate and you
When did you
cowered out.
step up to debate me, Joe? Tell me, what the fuck are you talking about?
I can send you the DMs.
I
Send
can
you
feel
the
you
DMs.
so much right now.
Debate
What
Joe
do you-
Blow. Watch out for him.
Have
you
you, hey,
messaging
real
me?
quick, Crab, have you ever DM'd this dude in your life?
No,
I'm gonna spend about a minute and make a cup of
I've never fucking DM'd you ever, Joe.
I love
had,
it.
I had Are We Not Men on Jess's panel ask me, they're like, oh, we need to set this debate up between you and Joe. I'm like, what the fuck are you on about it? Why the fuck I don't debate? And why the fuck would I care about debating Joe? And then Are We Not Men comes back to me later with like, oh, a free will debate between you and old Joe. I'm like, I don't care. I don't do debates. They're fucking fake and gay.
Yeah, if Joe wants to do a free will debate against me, I would wreck him. That's not a big deal. That's not a problem. I don't even need to do much prep. I can
I'll
just,
argue
like,
with people. I'll fight with people online and I'll argue with them. But there's nothing more fucking pathetic that I can think of than saying, let's debate this topic in 2 weeks.
I
that-
love to discuss
would-
free will online.
The fuck?
I love it.
So
But it's
I
hard to
would-
find somebody who will do it without just
Yeah.
debate broing.
Yeah,
I've
so
talked the shit out of free will. Like, I love that topic. It interests me and I would discuss it with anyone. I'd have a conversation with you right now, Joe, about it, but I'm not going to debate.
And someone
you on it.
who
It's
could
fucking
could
pathetic.
really steel man it too, that's rare. And that's what I really would enjoy. Someone who can actually steel man free will.
What do you think, Joe? Would you have a debate about free will, or would you have a
I agreed to a
conversation
debate.
about
I
free will?
agreed to a debate already. We were supposed to set it up. But the thing is,
Right.
with Rude Mudcrab, see, look at this already. Rude's over talking me, or Dennison. These people already don't want to debate. Listen to them, because they can't handle any kind of logic or argument. They just want to shout over you on the internet.
Yeah, this is
yes,
logic we're experiencing
I
right now.
would listen to them. They can't even let you finish a sentence. Yes,
I
I
just-
would agree to
You
a debate.
finished like 3 sentences.
Did agree to a debate, and Rude Mudcrab punked out.
You just
You wanted to-
repeated yourself for nothing while
you-
complaining about being interrupted.
You
Yeah.
wanting me to debate me and me not giving a fuck isn't me punking out.
So if you want to debate Denizen, we'll do it in let's see, 5 or 7 hours. We could get that set up. Hell,
God damn, I wish.
hell, we could just do it right now. How much time do you think we need? Like 15 minutes?
I make you a deal, Joe. I'll debate you on the second full moon of next month.
Well, I don't think that's going to be do good. Would you be open to another debate, Joe? And Rude Mud Crab, what's the time limit? Like, does it have to be on the spot?
Joking,
Does it have to be within just 24 hours? Okay, well, would you have a conversation about free will right now?
My answer is yes.
Right now about free will.
No, let's have a debate.
Yeah.
Moderated debate.
I don't debate. I don't give a fuck about debates. I have conversations.
So Mud Crab wants to do a minor debate. Dennison would. So there you go. Just go get Dennison.
I'll debate
No, I'll have a conversation right now, but I don't think Joe will. He'll either leave or he'll be like this the whole time.
Joe, if you want to seek the truth, I thought you'd prefer conversations than a fucking dick measuring contest.
That makes sense.
Can we all agree to have a conversation about free will?
I can certainly. That's
I can tell you this right now. Okay, I have about, what does it tell me? 26 minutes left on my laptop, which I'm willing to have a conversation with. However,
how'd you plug it in?
Okay, so Hank, can you not cut me off in the middle of my sentence? See, this is part of the reason why these conversations are so frustrating.
No, because you're so boring.
You just did it again, Hank.
And I'll keep doing it as long as you bore me.
Well, that's going to make hard for conversation. It's going to turn into something not good.
Nah, he's overblowing it. No one's like filibustering him. He just can't take any kind of interjection whatsoever. Plus, the guy is long-winded.
Seeing we've only got 26 minutes left on his battery, why don't everyone just take turns of saying like their take on free will and how they get there?
Sounds good to me.
James, are you down to have a conversation about free will? James said, hell no. All right. I have to think about this a little bit more before I answer this because I actually thought about this earlier. Let me work it out in my head if anybody else wants to go. Oh, James says he's making a cup of tea. Well, do you think that we as humans have free will? I guess I'll get the conversation started.
I was just waiting for someone to jump in, but I can go first. I'm not
I think
worried.
James does.
You think James has free will?
No, I think I've discussed it with him before, and he's in the pro column. I hope I'm not misrepresenting. Yeah,
he's religious. Generally, they would be.
Unless you read the Bible and you see very clearly that Romans 9 says that we don't.
Yeah, God definitely did not give man free will. If you're a Christian.
Can you quote that for me, please, Hank? I'm not familiar with that.
Well,
yeah, I'll pull it up. In fact, we'll do it. I'll go ahead and load the thing for so you can see that really says that. So let me go and share the screen.
I think my position is one sentence. I see no evidence for free will other than the deep need for it to exist in society.
Okay.
Would you agree, Dennison, that you act as if you have free will?
Can you be more specific?
Very simple question, and no, I can't. Would you agree that you act as if you have free will?
For the sake of conversation, sure.
Okay, why?
So you can get to your point.
No, why do you act as if you have free will? You've agreed that you do. Why?
I mean, I'm agreeing, so you'll move on. Can we get to the point?
That's a cop out. Do you or don't you act as if you have?
I asked you to elaborate. You refused.
Do you act as if you have free will? Very simple.
I don't know.
Okay, well, that's Dennison knocked to the side. Rude Mud Crab, do you act as if you have free will? Yes or no?
He just won that debate, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, give a slow clap.
I don't act as if I have free will. No.
You don't?
No,
You believe what
the
is
actions,
your position?
because the
What is your
actions I take aren't governed by free will, so I can't act as if I may feel, I may like console myself and think that I have an illusion, like fool myself with an illusion of choice, but I don't act.
Are you pro-choice or pro-life, Rude Mudcrab?
I am pro neither. I think there's a middle ground where choice is available and then it gets taken away at a certain point.
Rude Mudcrab, do you believe that a woman should have the medical choice to terminate a pregnancy in consultation with her doctor? Yes or no?
Yes, up until a certain point.
Okay, why?
Because I think people make mistakes.
Okay.
I think someone who makes a mistake and doesn't want to be a parent should have that opportunity afforded to them. And I don't think a child raised by people who didn't want it is having a very beneficial start to life. But I also believe if you're 30, I also believe if you're 30,
what you mean by the word opportunity?
The opportunity
It's just a simple question.
Terminate.
Opportunity means what?
What the fuck, Joe? Are we talking about free will here?
Yes, we are.
No, you're talking about abortion. Actually, not even that anymore. Now, whatever opportunity means, and if you don't know what he means, then he's going to move on to the next person.
Dennison, I wasn't asking you. You already begged.
Hank know what you mean. Hank, what did you tag in?
What does
Yes,
opportunity?
let's do a quick Bible study, Ocho.
What is the specific
Would you like
definition
me
of
to look up the
opportunity that
word
I'm thinking of, Rude?
opportunity on Google for you?
No, I like
No,
your
I don't give
Bible
a
study
fuck.
to prove my point.
Joe, did we
Therefore,
say we're going to
I-
have a conversation about free will?
He can't
Okay.
converse.
Why are you trying to
I am
debate bro
looking
me
up
like a
the
fucking
Google
retard?
terminology for opportunity. Maybe you
If you-
disagree with it.
Why is every debate in every conversation with you feel like I'm fucking teaching some ESL language? Like teaching you English? Like seriously.
Opportunity as defined by Google means a set of circumstances that it makes it possible to do something.
That's not what I got. That's not even in my list of definitions.
Here, you tell us your definition.
I Googled it and I got fit or convenient time or situation.
I think what he's trying to say is that
I
it
also
gives them
got
a
three.
choice. It
I
gives
got
them a
3
choice.
definitions.
Okay, Dennison, reread us your definition of opportunity, please.
It's not my definition.
Reread
I
us the
Googled it like you
definition that
said,
came
and
up
it
in
wasn't the
Google.
same one that you got.
Okay, read us yours again, please.
Why don't you go back to talking to Crab?
Yeah, let's do a
You
quick
don't want
Bible
to read
study.
your definition, I'll read mine.
I don't want to play old Joe with you. It's old.
set
and
of
It's Joe.
circumstances that
Is
makes
there
it
a point to this, Joe?
Yes,
There
there is.
isn't. The point is you're a fucking liar, Crab. That's the point.
Okay,
You're
so do you-
disingenuous. You have no real beliefs, and he's better than you.
okay, do you-
This isn't a
Don't
good
you fucking understand that, bro?
Well,
Joe,
like,
Joe, get to the point. You've got 24
Okay.
minutes left on your laptop.
What
Hurry up.
does the word possible mean?
okay.
If I wanted to be an English teacher, dude, I wouldn't be
No.
talking to you.
So,
I
Ocho,
understand he's
let's-
trying to break down. There seems to be some sort of
Just
miscommunication.
make his
There
point.
is a
There seems to be a
miscommunication.
communication
I'm
gap.
not gonna
Are
play.
liars.
I'm not going to
And
play
just
20
general-
questions based on definitions. Just make. your
See, he's
fucking
calling him a
point.
liar.
Are you pro-choice or pro-life, Rude?
I said I'm neither because I think they should have the opportunity up until a point. I think if you
Okay,
have, if, I
opportunity
think
to
after,
do what?
I think after 30 fucking weeks, you're well, you know, you're fucking pregnant. It wasn't a mistake. You've had every opportunity to change that. You don't get to you don't get to have a choice now. No, fuck you.
You had the opportunity to change it.
Yeah, earlier.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so you could have made a decision to change it.
You think that means choice, but if you understood
does it
my,
mean to you?
if you understood what I consider to like the free will
Explain
argument to
it
be,
to
you
us.
wouldn't be going down this avenue at all. Because
Explain it to us. I'm listening.
having possible pathways that have been discovered and your brain making an analysis of this based on pattern recognition and past experiences that you've had, and your brain automatically choosing what it thinks to be the most desirable outcome for you isn't a choice, because you never
That
pick
doesn't
the
sound
second
like
most.
opportunity to me. That
It's
sounds
never
like
you
programming.
never go with the second most desirable outcome or the third most desirable outcome that you found. You always go
So
with the
you
one that
didn't-
you think
you
is the
didn't have
best.
Why are you always over talking him, Joe?
So you didn't have any opportunities, did you, Rude? You just went with what your brain was programmed to do, right?
No, the opportunity there, Joe, would be the discovery of that possible pathway, Joe.
What opportunity did you have
Oh,
if you were
dude,
just
motherfucker.
following the algorithm that your brain had initially
It's not.
chosen?
So
See
what is
the rub right there.
don't
Sorry,
get it.
Cynthia. The rub right there, Crab.
so right
If you're to,
there?
if you
Why
if you
are
to
you
take it
asking?
if you to take him at his word, I'm gonna address the topic. It's I. That's the illusion there in the sentence that he just made. The
Well,
fact
what
that
I'm
you believe that it's an I or a you that takes advantage of those opportunities.
Yes, I believe I exist. Yes. And I believe I take now. Now, Rude, you have said you had an opportunity to make a different decision. And you've at the same time said that you're just
No, I
responding
didn't
to
say a
programming in
decision.
your brain.
no,
I didn't say a decision.
Rude, just read the Bible verse. That would sink his whole freaking strategy. Because he's trying to drive from the Bible with the Bible contradicts.
I may
I
disagree
haven't
with this.
mentioned the Bible at all. What are you talking about?
I have an observation.
23 will knock him out.
I have an
24.
observation, and that is that Joe was trying to prove to a certain point, or trying to point out to a certain point, you agree that women do have a choice to make a decision up until a certain point. I believe from watching the conversation, he's trying to illustrate that as a free will, and from what I'm gathering from Rude is that he understands what Joe's trying to do, but he's trying to explain that's not his definition of free will.
I don't see choice. I don't see choice as free will.
Right.
I see.
So he's not seeing that as
I see.
free will.
I see choice. The choices that you find in your head, I see that as a discovery process of your brain analyzing possible pathways that you could take, and you always take what is the most desirable outcome for you based on previous experiences that you've had where you've seen bad outcomes or seen better outcomes.
And so because of that, you don't think that's free will because
you don't agree that any choice. Okay, so take us back.
Because if you're always taking the most optimal pathway given to you or that you've walked upon, you're not making a choice.
In an involuntary fashion. Right?
Well, you're always going to take whatever gives you the most optimal outcome with the least amount of effort.
In involuntary fashion, it's like your heart beating.
What do you mean involuntary?
It's not a binary.
Means you have no choice.
Yeah, I don't think it's exactly voluntary. No.
Okay, so take me through your opportunities in that scenario then.
In which scenario?
Well, we're using abortion, and then we could use many. Where is your opportunity to make a different decision? You've claimed that
your opportunity.
Can you not cut me off? Just let me phrase the question, then I'll shut up. You claimed that by a certain point in the pregnancy, a woman has had plenty of opportunity. Now the choice should be denied from her. Take me through what opportunity she had if her brain was already pre-wired just to respond to the most favorable circumstance.
Time and experience.
Are you asking me to paint some fucking imaginary picture of what it looks like for a woman and the possible choices that she could have put in front of her during a pregnancy? What the fuck?
He's saying there's no opportunity because you can't make a choice by his definition of free will. You have to understand the binary thinking involved.
Yeah, sorry. I just couldn't care less.
Well, listening to Rude Mud Crab and I had stated I don't believe that we do have free will. And Rude Mud Crab's answer or his definition or the way he explained it, I guess is the right way to say it, has helped me understand why I don't believe it. When he says that you draw conclusions based off of past experiences and things for least resistance, I see that is once you take the choice to accept the Lord Jesus Christ as your Savior, you're making all of those decisions based off of what you learned from His Word, if that makes sense. So I understand what Rude Mud Crab is saying, and I understand why he's saying he doesn't believe in free will. Although it's not for the same reason I don't believe in it, because I believe the will now becomes my life is now the will of God, if that makes sense.
It's just not what God's taught you. It's that you couldn't make any decisions without the programming. And you're not, and the you there is a subjective experience. So you're not actually making the decisions. The decisions occur and then you experience them and you immediately give yourself authorship over it.
So Dennison, I'm going to ask you a question now.
Oh, Joe, shut
Would
up with
you
the
agree-
questions. It's
Oh,
a
hang on,
discussion,
God,
a conversation,
God,
not you
God,
fucking
Jesus.
interrogating everyone.
Hang on. So
Fucking- It's everything is just a
simple-
question from Joe. New question from Joe. Everyone talk to Joe.
So
Fuck me.
so we do have to a certain point to either accept the beliefs, the indoctrinations, as some call it, the way of life, the my religion. Up until a point, we all have that free will to choose or not choose it. But I think once you choose it, it's no longer your will. It's now the will of the
why
one.
would you?
So
Why
now I
would
have
you
a
choose?
really
Why
legitimate,
would
good
you
faith
choose something?
question for Dennison. I
You
really
have
want
like
to ask you
your wants, your desires, your fears. These are things you can't control. You can't control why you want something. If you want an
This is
ice
why
cream,
you just
you don't know
pictured it.
why you want it. And
Hang
then
on.
you have then you have the pathway of I want to eat something unhealthy or I want to be healthier. Like these
Right.
are the things that you come across and you don't understand why you want them. You can't control why you want different outcomes, but you know that these things happen and that's the direction you go. You can't control it.
Okay, so Dennison, this is my question to you. In terms of a calculator, if I type 1 + 1 into a calculator, it must, because of the inputs put into it, it must answer 2. Would you agree with that?
It will answer based upon what's inputted to it. Yes.
Yes, that's a perfectly fair answer. How are we as humans different from that?
I don't
Other
see
than-
that we.
Other than complexity.
I don't see any evidence that we are.
Okay, thank you. That is an absolutely fair answer. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
Yay, resolution. Good conversation.
No,
Check
it's
us
not a
out.
resolution, but there is a good.
Am I
faith
not a
answer.
liar anymore, Joe?
Not on that question, Dennison. You answered that in
Oh,
good
I
faith.
see.
I am thanking you. I'm thanking you for it. That was I appreciate that.
Yay, good conversation. And Hank's back. Hank, were you going to read the Bible verse? We can't hear you, Hank. You're on mute.
First, click on my screen, blow me up, so I can show my friend.
Okay. Okay, hang on.
Yep, shrimp. My Joe was busy trying to debate.
You're dripping something, Hank. You're dripping something.
Yeah,
Get
you're
it-
dripping.
get it out
Yeah, I
there.
know I'm dripping. Don't worry about it. It's my stuff.
Oh, my bad.
My stuff I can drip over wherever I want.
Okay, my bad.
Wow.
Okay, I can read the Bible verse and destroy old Joe's notion real quick. Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Destroy his emotions.
Yes. So, therefore hath he mercy on whom he will have mercy, and whom he have hearted. Thou wilt say unto me, why doth he find fault? Who hath resisted his will? Nay, but, O man, who art thou that rappest against God? Shall the thing formed say him have formed it? Why hast thou made us? Hath he not the power over the clay of the lump to make one vessel to honor and another to dishonor? With God willing to shew his wrath and to make his power known, endured with much long suffering the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction, and that he might make his known the riches of his glory on the vessels of mercy, which he have afore prepared unto glory. So there you go. No free will.
What
Right?
was what chapter and verse?
Romans 9. The Roman 9 verses 18 to 23.
Thank you.
Interpret that for us, Hank, as not a biblical scholar. Tell me what that's saying to you.
God could do what the heck he wants you because he made you.
Okay, so is that saying that you must do that or that he will punish you if you don't follow in his way?
And you must do that because it's his will. He made you. He can configure you to do whatever he wants, and he can destroy if he feels like it.
You have
Is
real
there
will
any
except the
chance-
one that God created in you.
Exactly.
Is there any chance, Hank, that another Bible scholar would find a passage within the Bible that would disagree with that, or that he could argue that did not support what you're trying to prove with that passage?
Well,
Sure,
yeah,
they have for centuries.
Yeah, an orthodox can make something up, but they make all kinds of uses dingus garbage for they can sell just church tickets or whatever they do. So they can try a counter argument, but it's kind of black and white right there. You have as much as God gives you. Period.
Are there certain sects of Christianity that don't believe in free will?
Yes.
What are they?
Well, okay. You need me to go and do a research study and get you a list? All right, but I need $50,000 in grant money for that. I'll get you a list.
Okay, so for example,
Yeah, I'll do it for $250 an hour, Joe.
aren't Calvinists anti-free will people? No, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Why did you ask him then?
I don't know, Dennison, because instead of pontificating like you, I like to ask people.
You just pontificated. The ask was the unnecessary part.
Joe, Joe, do you know the definition of pontification? Joe.
Prove it.
Ask me a question pontificating.
Maybe you should pull up a dictionary, old Joe.
Well, I did, and you couldn't support your own position, Rude Mudcrab, on determinism. So
I don't believe in determinism.
I'm asking Hank what his position on Calvinism is.
So I'm a you, and it's derived from Calvinism. So I'll just have the Calvinist position.
I'm going to Google it to see if we can get somewhere.
Hank, are Calvinists Christians?
Yes.
But they don't believe in free will?
Yes.
Okay. Can you, since we're having a discussion, not a debate, can you elaborate on that a little?
Yeah, Calvinists or have a practice related to Jesus Christ's blessing, which makes them Christian, and they just read the Bible the way it says instead of make some horseshit up, like some other Christians.
Have the Calvinists been involved in, like, high-profile Calvinists been involved in debates with, say, the Ortho Bros or the Roman Catholics or others?
Yes.
Are you familiar with any of those that a guy could look at?
Yeah, familiar with those other. I debated Jim Bob on this myself. He saw it.
Okay. Yeah, okay. You and Jim Bob is one thing, but are there any others like that I could go view on YouTube?
Well, query YouTube. You know what? You may not be able to go querying. I'm a query king. I'll go ahead and run a search query, then I'll give it to you.
Sounds good to me, man. I'd like to watch some of those debates.
So I have a question. Do we think that we're a vessel, or what's the opposite of a vessel? Like, can
I
something
think you're a skeleton in a pile of meat.
So can other things indwell our vessel? Because
Ugly bags of mostly water.
Oh my! What did you say?
Maybe.
Ugly bags of mostly water.
I'm agnostic, so I don't really try to claim that there is no.
Hang on. How do I? What is happening? All right, so right here where it says. No, right here.
Do you think it's accurate to describe us as calculators? That we're just stimulus?
I didn't do that.
You didn't do that.
But you will go on several panels saying that I did say that, Joe, because that's how you operate. But I did not say that.
I am asking Cynthia what she thinks. Once again, you're answering for somebody else.
What was the question?
No, I answered for me.
Do you? No, I didn't.
Joe's not having a discussion.
I don't care.
He's trying to act like everyone's on the affirmative.
Okay, hang on. He only has 26% minutes. Go ahead.
I got about 8 minutes. What would you say to the proposition? And I'm not claiming anybody else on the panel holds this proposition, that we are simply calculators, that we take an input and respond with an output that's predetermined. We have no choice in it, just like a calculator.
No, I disagree with that.
And so do I, by the way, just so you
Yeah.
know. That's on the
Absolutely.
record on the internet. As he goes around lying about it.
Now I'm asking you, Dennison, what do you think? How are we
Joe,
different?
why don't you tell us what your take on free will is while you still have time? Seeing all you've done is ask fucking
Why
questions.
did you answer for Dennison?
Are you here? Are you here for a discussion?
How is he going
or are
to
you
prove
trying
you're
to
a
have-
liar by giving his opinions? That's not how this works, Brad.
Yeah.
But Dennison,
Are you here?
how are we different?
You're
How
being
are we
bad
different?
faith. You're trying to take
good
our
God,
conversation as a
Rude Mud
debate.
Shut up
You're
and
being
let
bad
Dennison
faith,
answer.
Joe.
Fine,
Tell us where-
let him ask. He only has 26 minutes.
but that's all he's done. I want to hear his
Dennison,
opinion.
I will
I know-
answer, yes. I
Okay,
will answer.
yes.
Dennison,
Yes.
how are we different than calculators?
Everybody poops.
Now an honest answer and a good answer, because I asked you this before and you said there wasn't much difference, but you can refine your answer. How are we
What,
different than
calculators?
Yeah.
Because that's not what you asked before.
Okay, well, I'll ask it again. Would you agree that if you type 1 + 1 into a calculator, it's going to come up with 2 based on the input?
More than likely, yes.
More than likely or yes?
More than likely.
Okay, so you're not even admitting that a calculator will come up with 2. How are we different than that?
I can program a calculator to come up with Joe's a fucking bundle of sticks if I put 1 + 1.
But it's simply responding to its
capital F?
programming.
Correct, and that's what I agreed to earlier because you phrased the question differently.
Okay, so we are simply responding to input, right?
Not simply. We have other stuff going on as well.
What is other stuff other than input?
Everybody poops.
Well, technically, everything's a sensory input.
Output. It's called output.
Yeah.
Just
But
because
the
when we have input doesn't, and whatever's like, I'm gonna take it into this. If we have something to input it into us, let's just say somebody's trying to input our desire to let's go and rob this bank, and that's being put into us, whether it be another person, whether it be a show, whether it be subconsciously, whether it be a thought. Just because it's input, we don't always regurgitate that input. They're trying, well, what I'm interpreting is they are trying to explain that there's other things that go into factor and it can't be broken down into 1 + 1 = 2.
Sure. That's their position. What are those other things? Let's talk about them. I'm ready to listen.
What are the other things that y'all would factor
No,
in?
I'm asking them since.
No, I was reiterating it in case because you were kind of choppy. So I guess he was asking Dennison, Rude Mud Crab, Hank, and James.
I'm not
Calculator can't even eat. Go ahead.
But good. I'm not answering any more questions from Joe until I actually hear what his take is. I'm
Well,
sick.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, let's get his take and then answer his
What
question.
is your definition of free will?
What are the other things other than input that dictate our actions?
This is the conversationalist, not the debate, bro.
This is a conversation. This is a very simple question.
He has a conversation on your terms and only your terms, and you get to ask all the questions, and nobody else does. And you don't have to declare shit.
Are you uncomfortable with the question?
Not uncomfortable,
You
just
haven't
kind of
told us
bored and
anything about-
irritated
Well, I think
because
that-
unlike Cynthia, I know your agenda.
We wanted to have a discussion, Joe. You agreed to
I
a
am.
discussion.
Yeah,
all
I
you've done
think
is
somebody
all you've
here-
done is in,
Other than input that are dictating our actions, what are those?
Other than input? That's because that's not what you said before.
That's what you
And
said.
ultimately, everything's going to be some kind of input.
Okay, agreed. So these dictate our actions.
No, I wouldn't say dictate.
Okay,
That implies a relationship between input and output that I don't claim. I don't have any
You're-
understanding of that.
you're talking
Okay,
about
so
a
that
reflex at that
relationship-
stage. You're completely
that
dismissing
relationship
analysis.
doesn't exist. Then what dictates our actions?
I don't think anything dictates our actions.
So it's not.
I'm not aware of anything that does.
So it's not predetermined then.
Predetermined? No, absolutely not.
Okay, so how do we act? What causes us to act a certain way?
Everything.
Everything, including what?
Everything in your environment, everything you experience.
Including your will?
Yes, I mean, if you want to stretch the meaning of the word "your" and the word "will," sure.
Okay, good. We've resolved it then.
What is
Yeah,
We
your
haven't
will.
resolved anything.
what is your definition of free?
He's just
will?
tried so hard at every turn to try
Yeah.
and get a gotcha on anyone. It's
It's
pathetic.
all
Joe.
it's all it is. It's boring. It's
Yeah.
boring, Joe, because here's the thing. You're not smarter than everybody else either. So that makes it worse. The gotcha is you. You're the gotcha.
Well, I
Why
don't
don't you
think.
tell us your take on free will, Joe?
Yeah.
I've
And
only
do
been
you
asking
think
for
that
the past
if
15%.
we do you think
Sure.
that we operate like calculators?
Sure. Here is. Oh, Jesus.
Did I miss something?
Wait
Yeah, that was
for
him.
it.
That was him unplugging his laptop so he could fucking disappear without giving an answer.
Did
Oh
his-
no, 0%.
Yeah, we'll check the timestamps to see if it makes sense.
Oh man, that sucks.
The secret of truth, everybody. Joe.
Well, I wonder. I was curious because I think he was trying to ask what are the other outside circumstances when Dennison had said, "Hey, I can
He
program
wasn't-
a calculator. When I put 1 + 1, I can have it say 54." And
He
so,
wasn't seeking truth there at all, Cynthia.
You don't
He
think
was-
so?
Let me steal man it though. See, the truth is, according to Joe, Crab and I are liars. We don't believe in anything. None of our beliefs mean anything because we're leftists and extremists and liars and trolls. And that is 100% the truth he was trying to get to.
Damn, that was a better one Joe made. You're being really great right-wing pundit.
It's interesting you say that because I myself had a similar situation on NPCs earlier tonight. And it's with a gentleman that I have strife with. And when I try to have a conversation with him, he does view it as I'm trolling, I'm about to be disrespectful, I'm not coming in good faith. And that's absolutely not at all what it is. However, it turns into that off of his reaction to my questions. I don't know if it's the questions. I'm not sure if it's the way I ask the questions. I'm not even sure if it's the questions that I ask touch a nerve that I may not be aware of. I think he's back. Let me just make sure. Can we get a mic check, Ojo? Oh, all right. I see you. Okay. Ojo's back.
Hello, ma'am. This thing died just as I was about to answer that question. Plugged in
Okay.
now, but I'm not going to stick
Well,
around for long.
Okay.
Just as I was opening my trap to answer the question, too.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, here's my answer to free will.
Mhm.
There are several different philosophies. I debated Jim Bob on this topic extensively. He feels that thoughts, the genesis of a human thought, this is where basically nobody can answer. My opinion is that in this case, the determinists are right, that we have a thought pop into our head based on a pattern. You should look up something called the, I'll try and think of the term here. But anyways, I think the thought genesis is involuntary. In other words, I see a snake on the ground that's coming towards me. It creates either revulsion or it creates a will to act, or sorry, not a will. It creates an urge to act in a fashion. It's at that point that it's my belief that we exercise our free will. Do we submit to this urge that we've had, or don't we? And so my very specific answer to free will is that we don't generate the thoughts that come into our mind. These occur as a product of experience, as an input output, like the calculator. It's what we do with those thoughts.
So, Joe, do you
where we
think
generate our
fear?
free will.
Do you think fear is part of free will? Then, do you think being afraid of a snake and running away from it
No,
is you?
no, I do
free
not.
will?
And that's let me look up that term that I was thinking about. Look up the uncanny valley. That's what the term is. Rude mud crab. No, I do not think fear is a voluntary process.
Okay, so it's just this weird.
Uncanny Valley.
Uncanny
Yeah, what does that
Valley
have to do
is
with this?
Uncanny Valley is the fear you experience when you see something that looks almost human but not quite human. And the theory behind the fear of something like that is that we have evolved a trait. It's called remnant behavior that is no longer useful to us. Just like grizzly bears will attack something within a certain range of their kill because they've evolved that trait to defend against larger predators that no longer exist. So, Rude Mudcrab, the answer is no. I think fear is intrinsic and instinctual. How we
So
deal with that
how does this explain
how we deal
your
with that
take on
fear,
free will at
how
all?
we deal with that fear is where we exercise our free will. That's my belief.
While we're afraid, and
But people
our
feel
reaction
fear-
is just as spontaneous as the thought itself.
It may
the
be or may
reaction to
not be.
fear is not a choice because you have flight, you have freeze, you have fight. Like these are reactions that people can't control.
Well, I would ask you to prove that, Rude Mudcrab.
Of course you would. But just like you want me to look at your uncanny valley bullshit, you can just look up that yourself because I don't give a fuck to argue that.
Do you want to see? No, Hank, just let me throw some good faith to Rude Mudcrab here. I will tell you that I can't prove it's not. I'll tell you that right now. I will concede that. You say that people can't control their reaction to fear. I say I believe they can, but I also would say that I cannot conclusively prove my point. In the end, it always comes down to what we believe. The only reason I'm responding to you right here now on the screen is because I believe I am. I can't actually prove that I am talking to some Rude Mudcrab there. It starts with faith. It starts with faith, and I believe. Yes, I believe I am. I believe
the opposite happened to me. I believed in free will because it seemed to make sense, and everybody tells you that you have it. It was looking for it and investigating how the brain works that convinced me it didn't exist.
And I believe you have every right to say that. And I think the discussion between two people around whether it exists or not is where the real value lies.
So
I've also found that people.
Just in short, TLDR, your lack of understanding in fear responses and survival responses leads you to believe that free will exists because how you react to fear is a choice.
What I'm saying,
and that you're a liar.
What I'm saying is that coming from a place of humility, I have just acknowledged that you can't prove your point, but neither can I, which is why I think that the Bible mentions faith. This is where we all have to start from.
Okay, so first of all,
we
we can't prove it. We just need grant money. A small payment of $300,000 would prove this beyond a shadow of a doubt for you. We just need the grant money.
It's like Christians are waking up to the fact that faith is the stupidest thing that we've ever done, and so now everybody else has to have it.
No, I don't agree, Dennison. Prove that I'm here talking to you right now. Prove it.
Oh, so is it? We're a brain. We could be brains in jars, guys. So
we could be. We could
Which
be.
has nothing to do with what I said.
Useful. A Rude Mudcrab, that's not a useful position to take, right? We have
no,
to.
But that's the position you're taking.
Why are you cutting me off?
Because that's the position you're taking. That's why I was
No,
mocking
it's not the position.
It is.
I'm saying I do not believe we're brains in jars. And I don't believe
we don't even know if our experience.
That's what you're doing when you say prove it.
I'm answering your questions. I don't believe we're calculators either.
Joe. I'm not listening, Joe.
No, you
might
be
as well let me
quiet.
talk, Joe.
I don't believe
y'all were having such good conversation. What happened?
When was that?
His ego came in.
Joe, you brought it to the brain.
This was never a conversation.
I'm Joe, not Jory. There's no
Joe,
R.
you brought it to the vein and the brain and the vat bullshit when you sit here going, I don't even know if I'm having a conversation with a Rude Mudcrab on the internet.
You?
That's the brain and the vat shit, you retard.
Yeah, but he'll only use it sarcastically in order to stop you from participating in the conversation. He'll never take that position because he doesn't have it, obviously. He thinks he's the divine image of God.
It's saying that you cannot prove.
Ladies and gentlemen, do you not understand where this man thinks he comes from?
With all the over talking.
Why are you so set on trying to debate people if you actually believe that no one can prove
You
anything?
wanted a
What is the
discussion.
point,
I'm
Joe?
trying to
I have a
discussion.
challenge. Why don't you try to shut the
trying to
fuck up
make
and
this
listen?
as he is.
Then go ahead and talk. Go ahead
Yes.
and talk, Dennison. What do you
Because-
want to say?
So, no, let me.
I said it already.
Yeah,
Every
let
time
me-
I want to
Can
say
I
something,
talk
I
then?
say it and then
How
I
about
finish.
talk?
No,
If
let me
you've
talk
said-
for a
if
second.
you've talked already, okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Hank. Go ahead.
So old Joe's confused because he can't prove whether this conversation's happening or not. Me, on the other hand, could just play the video back and verify it's happening. Joe wants us to be as confused as he is.
Hank, do
Indeed.
you see any problem with what you just said? Yes or no?
Negative.
Okay.
My explanation makes perfect sense to me, and probably makes sense to Denizen and Rude and Cynthia and James as well.
Hank, prove that your sense data is infallible, please.
I can't. It's not provable. I can't.
Okay, there you go. So you have to start on faith. Where are you morons going to start thinking? And
You
not
could be
just
a
spouting
faulty
garbage?
brain of that.
I
Hank.
could just
You
I could
consider
just
this?
use a Bayesian statistic on it. So I had to start in faith. So you're
So-
wrong.
Yes, yes.
I'm sorry, I couldn't
You
hear
have
either
to
one of you
start on
morons.
faith. Thank you, Mr. Oflamio. This is what the Bible is talking about. This is what it's taken us 45 minutes just to get to. You have
Do you
to
think
start on
faith is
faith.
free will, Joe?
I do not start from faith.
You think
What do you
Bayesians are in
start
the
on,
Bible?
Dennison?
Show me where Bayesians are in the Bible. Bayesian statistics.
I went looking for my free will.
Based on what?
What do you mean based on what?
It's a simple question.
No, it's not. Elaborate.
What-
It's a
what
half
do
of a
you use?
phrase. You fucking
What do you
retard.
use?
I
What do
can't
you
read your
use?
mind.
Hey, idiot.
You
idiot.
are a
What do
dumb
you use to
motherfucker. You know
search
that,
for
Joe?
free will?
I
This is
can't
the
use-
problem: is people trying to hit above their intellectual weight class.
What did you
need to
use in your
go in the
search
chat
for
and
free
listen.
will, moron?
I used you, Joe. I learned it from watching
And
you.
there's another good faith answer. See, this is
He
why
used
you're a
sense
liar.
data.
Well,
Used his sense data. He relied on his sense data, which he can't prove is authentic.
Which is
or
faith?
not. Now, I believe that he is. I believe his sense data, but I have to take it on faith. Otherwise, it's a non-starter.
I don't
you
have to
fucking
take it at
moron.
all. I don't have to
Okay.
take it at all.
Yes, you do, deconstruct.
No, I don't.
You just said you went on.
You're the only one
journey.
who needs to know whether or not there's free will, Joe. I can simply discuss
Bullshit!
it.
I'm the only one that needs to know whether there's free will. It's been debated for
It's you
1,000
and Tommy.
years, you idiot.
I'm
Yeah,
talking
you're
between the two of us, Joe. Between the
No,
two of
it's
us,
not just between
you
the two
need
of
to
us.
know.
The world is
I don't
bigger
have
than
to
the
take
two of
anything
us,
on
you
faith.
moron.
But
You
I'm talking
moron,
about
this
the
has
two
been
of us, though,
debated
Joe.
for 1,000 years or more.
But
You
I'm
and I
talking
are-
about you and I, Joe. Can you hear me?
You and I are.
Right now watching this, I don't know why you're not hitting that super chat, why you're not cash apping, why you're not gifting memberships, because these people are going ham right now. And you bet if you're not entertained, then your morals are all the way out of there. You know, because Yeah. I feel like this is the internet. What works for me won't work for Kev. What works for Kev won't work for me. Some people are on here genuine. Some people are characters. You got to identify who you are, what you're bringing, and who you're interacting with.
Come on.
I hate to
All right.
disagree
Good-
with my
good
man Millie,
interjection,
but
Cynthia. Good.
this
that
is
was a
not-
perfect time to interject.
this is
that.
not entertaining.
Any other? Of course, it's not Dennison.
so I'm kind of confused, Joe. Do you believe in faith? Do you not believe in it? Do you question it and trying to understand it, and you're looking for someone to prove it?
No, my position, Cynthia, is that what's in the Bible is boiled down knowledge, and I don't think it was dictated to somebody on high or literally written in a pen. I think it has survived for thousands of years by the dint of the fact that it's accurate. The fact that we have to go on faith. All three of these idiots have just admitted that they have to go on faith. They
I
can't
didn't
trust
admit
their own
that.
sense data.
Neither did I.
Yes, you did, Hank. Anyways,
He will keep
I
repeating
believe-
it, though.
I believe.
Hey, Joe,
there's stuff
you
in
know you read the
oh,
Bible
goodness.
with your
See, I
sense
can't
data?
even get an
You know
answer.
that?
Hang
I
on,
can't
let
even
him
get an answer.
finish. Let him finish, please.
Okay. When the Bible says that we have to go on faith, that truth matters.
Where does it
these
say that?
things- Oh,
Okay, hang on. The
Prove
truth
it.
matters. Hang on. Thank you. 1 second. He's
I don't think the
gonna-
Bible says that, though, Cynthia.
Let him finish. When the Bible says when truth matters, go ahead, Joe.
yeah, hang on. Let's do this. What does the Bible say about faith? I'll be like Dennison and consult AI before I open my mouth.
You're not good at discerning.
I do know that.
How many results do you think he's going to get with that fucking question?
You read us Hebrews.
Apparently, he only gets one result that nobody else ever gets.
Faith is the
Can you read
evidence.
us Hebrews, Hank? Can you read us Hebrews 11:11, please, out of your Bible?
Bated breath. I can't wait to see what the Bible has to say.
Dun dun dun.
Shout
It
out.
turns out Joe was right.
That at 4:30 in the morning.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
getting late
Oh
here
my
too.
gosh!
So
What am I
7:30 p.m.
doing? There we go.
Okay.
And it says he said unto thee, Hank and Crab and Denizen are morons and liars.
Hebrews 11:11. It's messing us up. Hang
Yeah,
on.
it's just King James.
And he smiteth them.
We've been.
Okay.
Let's go down to
11:11.
11. Let's go down to 11. Through faith, also Sarah herself received strength to conceive seed, and was delivered of a child when she was past age, because she judged him faithful who had promised. Okay, I don't get it, Joe.
Yeah.
Okay, so the passage I have, now you can tell me if this is wrong because I'm not a Bible scholar, but it says Hebrews 11:1.
Yeah.
Now,
11:1. Not 11:1. Not 11:11.
Okay, so read 11:1 for us, please.
Faith is things not seen.
Yeah, 11:1. Now
Yeah.
faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen.
Okay, so that's good enough for me.
For by
That's the definition of faith.
for
Bring
by
them right there, boys. Checkmate.
report.
So
Good
I
one,
can
Joe.
agree with that. I can agree with that interpretation as well.
Holy shit, there
Okay.
is free will.
I'm convinced.
Okay, so definition of faith: trust or confidence in someone or something. Dennison, you come up with another definition if you would like.
So, Joe, you have faith in free will existing because specifically based on what you just said, there'd have to be no evidence and it would have to not be seen.
No,
Right.
So you have
Trust and
faith
confidence.
having free will.
That's what it just said in the Bible.
No.
It literally
One
just
sec-
said that in the
Oh,
Bible.
good God.
Stop
Dennison,
saying no.
You shut your mouth for 2
Nope.
seconds.
No.
Nope.
My goodness.
Yeah, 1, 2.
I'm old Joe.
There it was. That was 2 seconds. Now I'm going to
Go
tell you, the
ahead,
Bible
Bob,
just said
and
the exact opposite.
Pontificate.
And you can trust and have confidence in someone because you have experience and there's evidence because they've proven themselves trustworthy.
Biblical scholar
You
Dennison
don't have to have
disproved
faith
free
in
will
someone in
using
order to
that
have trust and
passage.
confidence in them.
Because faith without
true.
works is dead. That's what
Mhm.
James
Trust
said.
and
Faith
trust is
without
gained
works
through
is dead.
evidence. Faith is a complete lack of evidence. Sorry,
Right.
Joe.
No. Faith has evidence. There's evidence.
No, but it just
Yes,
said,
it does. But
You
it
guys
can't.
can't even
Literally
agree
just
amongst
said that in
yourselves.
the verse. If you read the last part of the verse in Hebrews chapter 11, verse 1, it says the evidence of things not seen. The evidence.
hoped for.
Well, there's hope, yes, but there's also evidence of things not seen. The evidence.
No, hope
Faith
for
is
the
the
evidence.
substance of things hoped for.
Or
and
the evidence
of things
of
not
things
seen.
not seen. The evidence,
So-
sir.
So
Yeah.
it's not seen.
Faith itself is the evidence. That's what it's saying.
Yes, exactly.
Which is a complete lack of external evidence.
So are you disagreeing with the passage, crowd?
I'm
No.
saying it's so
We're reading
retarded
it.
that it
We're
makes
reading
sense
it
that
to you.
you're all about it.
You don't.
You say no, hang on. Hank answered no. Crab, what do you say? You think that's retarded what's being said there in the Bible?
Yeah, because it's saying it's circular. It's circular. I'm just going to put it there.
Well,
and if you
faith
don't
is
understand
circular.
that, that's on you.
Faith is
I have-
circular. I think it's an accurate description of
Having,
faith.
having
Yeah,
faith is an
of course.
absence of evidence, but it's saying right there that faith is the evidence. It's circular. It's sorry, Joe. Thank
Oh my
you.
gosh, I'm trying to get it. So
What other evidence would you have for things not seen? Don't say sorry to me. It's in the Bible. You're not attacking my definition. You're attacking the Bible definition.
No, it's not the definition that's being attacked there. It's your retarded point that you're trying to use to claim that free will.
No.
exists.
I'm asking you about that passage. You think that passage is retarded. Take old Joe out of it.
Because it's
You're saying it's
circular. I already
retarded.
explained why. I explained why.
Okay,
It's
so don't
circular.
apologize to me. You're disagreeing
I'm
with
not
the Bible.
apologizing.
You just said sorry 4 times.
It was more of a sorry, Joe. Your point's fucking retarded, and so are you.
Okay, so you're pulling back again.
It wasn't an apology.
So we have Hank that you just contradicted yourself. Hank just told me it doesn't refer to faith in the Bible. It took me a 2-second Google search to find out.
Never
You
said it
guys
didn't
are
refer
idiots.
to faith.
What are you talking
He
about?
never said that.
I never
Cynthia, Cynthia, are you still with us here?
Oh,
Did you just catch
good
that?
Yeah, I'm
God.
still here. No, I'm still here.
You know Hank didn't say that, right?
Yes, I know.
What did you say,
Okay,
Hank?
I just want to make sure we're all on the same page except for Joe.
No, this is nonsense. When I talked about the Bible the faith being in the Bible, Hank said the Bible never said that.
It's
Bullshit.
but
Joe's still stuck.
it's what
Joe's
you
still stuck
said
on the
was
cover.
saying about
Roll
it.
back.
Yeah,
to
you said
faith.
free will in the Bible.
No, I said faith. Roll back.
No, what
to
he
tape.
said was is that
Mary?
that faith was something
Roll
that was
back to
virtuous,
tape.
and it
Roll
was the
back
re.
to tape. Let's roll it back. You guys
Yeah,
want to
let's.
get proved
Yeah,
wrong
there you go.
again?
Okay.
There you go. Roll back the tape.
Well, I've been thinking about this compatibilist idea of where you could have free will and like something predetermined. I've been
That's a
thinking about
cop out
that lately. How's that a cop out though?
because
Could
it's
I-
not free.
Could I roll
into the bathroom real
idea
quick.
of what I'm talking about?
That's like some
and then-
consent, non-consent type shit, James. I don't know.
Well,
How that
I'm
works.
well. Can I explain my idea that I've been thinking on lately, and then
Can you?
well, the idea is that you have 2 choices, right? You could either choose God's will or choose like or what people call the devil's will, and everything. And then, but then when you choose one or the other, there's a plan already ready to go, whichever way you choose to go.
At what
Is
age
the
do you make
devil's
this
yours?
choice?
No, mine's God's will. I'll choose God's will.
No, I mean, like, is it a euphemism for choosing your own way instead
You
of
can't
God's?
choose
Whoa.
anything, Denison, because you don't have free will. Hey, look, you guys have any other questions for me before I leave here? It's fucking late. And I gotta work in the morning.
So hold it. I went ahead and went back.
He's not
You
interrogating
said-
people, so he has to
said,
go.
and I quote, the Bible says you have to go on faith.
Yeah,
We don't know where in the Bible where it says that because
Yeah.
that passage doesn't say that.
that's what actually happened.
Yeah, I ran
Joe.
back and watched the
Truth
clip.
seeker, Joe.
So now you're changing it to there was.
Wow,
conversation
you changed
on
it,
faith,
Hank.
You're just no, I'm not changing it at all.
I literally went back and watched the clip. I
And,
really
and
went back and watched
you,
the clip, Joe.
what did you say, Hank?
You know what it is? It's what's that effect? The Mandela effect. It's the
Yeah.
Mandela effect.
Do you
Yeah.
want us to go
The
back?
universe changed while Joe was on the panel.
I'm back. Do you want us to go back and play it or no?
Sure.
Yeah,
You
we
can
might
go
as
back
well.
and play it. I got about 5 minutes. I'm going to stick around here.
There's
now.
probably not much point because
Yeah,
Joe won't
about
trust
8
us
minutes
Starter.
ago. You can go back and watch Joe say it again so he can know what he said.
How far do I go back?
8 minutes. It's -8.
Okay, let's listen up here.
Okay.
Nope, that's too far. Go -8. Yep.
Yeah, it's probably been about a minute and a half since you.
Faith is the
Can you read
evidence. Understand it, and you're looking for someone to prove it.
No, my position, Cynthia, is that what's in the Bible is boiled down knowledge, and I don't think it was dictated to somebody on high or literally written in a pen. I think it has survived for thousands of years by the dint of the fact that it's accurate. The fact that we have to go on faith. All 3 of these idiots have just admitted that they have to go on faith. They
I
can't
didn't
trust
admit
their own
that.
sense data.
Neither did I.
Yes, you did, Hank. Anyways,
He will keep
I
repeating
believe
it though.
I believe.
Hey, Joe,
there's stuff
you
in
know you read the
oh,
Bible
my God.
with your
See, I
sense
can't
data?
even get an
You know
answer.
that?
Hang
I
on,
can't
let
even
him
get an
finish. Let him finish,
Uh,
please.
Okay. When the Bible says that we have to go on faith, that truth matters.
There it is.
Where does it
These
say that?
things- Oh,
Okay, Hank.
So please show us where in the Bible it says that we have to go on faith.
go back
Yeah.
to the previous passage.
Yeah, answer past Hank's question.
And also, what did he say? That the Bible mentions faith. That's what he changed it into.
Yeah,
The most honest person in the world, ladies and gentlemen, old Joe.
No,
That's not the best passage.
no, he was saying that we have to go on faith, and this is demonstrating what faith is.
Yeah, but then he changed it when he lost that argument.
It's a
But
very
they're all
He
simple
changed it and he said, I said that the Bible
here we
mentioned
go.
faith,
This
and
guy
Hank
can't
says,
even defend that.
nowhere in the Bible does it mention faith, Hank says. That's what he just got done saying. Do we need to replay that as well?
He was saying that's Hank was saying no, that's not what it was saying. Is we have to go on faith, and Joe was like, no,
Changed it.
talk about faith, and he brought it into faith. But I don't think he did it in bad faith, if that has unintended.
So,
but
yeah, come on. How
What I said
He
was
literally said that Hank said that faith is not mentioned
no,
in the Bible.
there is a communication gap between this.
Yes, he's a
It's in
liar and an asshole.
Yeah, it's between Joe
And not everybody else is.
That's
And
it.
that's why he projects it onto strangers on the internet.
No,
If
it's not
Dennison
that.
stopped
It's a
yapping for 30
miscommunication
seconds,
from
I
Joe.
could tell you exactly what I was saying.
Okay.
Is
Dennison
it gonna
stopped
take 30
protesting.
seconds? Fuck.
The Bible says that
Or we could
faith
watch the
is-
tape.
Faith is the proof for
Oh,
those
man.
things unseen. I asked these fellows how they could trust their sense data. They said they can't. So, in other words, the most basic way they interact with the
I didn't
world
say
has
that.
to go on faith. And Dennison yapping again without listening. The most
With
basic
listening.
thing that they have to do to interact with the world has to start with faith.
No, it doesn't.
Why not?
No, hold it.
Because I don't have to know anything about free will to fucking jerk off right now. If I
I'm
wanted
asking
to.
you how you trust your sense data, Dennison.
So hold it, Ojo. Past Hank still had a question. You claimed that the Bible says we have to go by faith. Where
Yes.
does it say that?
It said the faith is the proof of things unseen. Tell me the proof of your sense data.
That's a
Prove to
different.
me.
That's a different thing. You said
Prove
the
to me
Bible
I'm seeing
said
it.
we had to go on faith. Quote where it says that.
I
And don't
did.
let him
I
wriggle
did.
away from
Watch the
Hank.
clip. We went
Hank,
back
don't
and
let him
forth.
wriggle. Hank, don't let him wriggle away from his second claim either, which is that you claimed faith wasn't even mentioned in the Bible.
No, let's deal with
No,
the
we're not
claim.
gonna go on a second one. We need to get to the first one first.
Boy, there is a
Sure.
verse that
The
talks
first
about
one
faith.
is where does the
We
Bible
live by
say
faith.
we had to go by
Many
faith?
people
Where does it say that?
Faith is the proof of things unseen. Prove I'm sitting here.
That's not the question. That's not your claim.
Prove
The
to me I'm
claim
here,
is
Hank.
that the Bible
How do
says
you
we
know?
have to live by
How do you
faith.
know you're
Yeah.
seeing me? How do you know
It
you're
doesn't
seeing
matter
me?
how I know you're seeing you. You need to support your claim. So
I
you
am. How
claim-
do you know I'm seeing? How do you know you're seeing me? Prove it.
It doesn't make a difference to me how I know. You made the claim that the Bible says we have to
I've
go
said
on
it
faith.
for the
Where
third
in the
time
Bible
now.
does it say that?
Your sense data, Hank. How do
But
you
it's
know
never
what
faith
you're
alone.
seeing is real?
I don't give a crap how. I don't give a
No,
crap
it doesn't
how.
matter.
You
I'm
re-
making
you-
a position right now,
Faith is
and
not
you need to
working.
support your
Doesn't
claim.
It doesn't
You're
matter.
really
what you
minimizing what
say or
faith
not.
means, Joe.
You have to start from faith. Like
No,
you
I
said.
don't.
Would you like?
Show me the evidence in the Bible that says I have to start by faith.
I just did. And would you like to roll back to the tape to the part where you just said you had to start from faith? Do you believe
It
you said
didn't
that? Hank?
exist. I watched the tape. We watched the tape twice. Now you need to go and start signing the Bible where you can support your claim already.
It is unseen whether your sense data can be trusted or not. You can't prove it.
I don't care about proving that. I care about proving your claim about the Bible.
What does the
Says we have
what
to
does the
start-
Bible say?
The Bible says it's
Hank's,
not by faith.
Hank's a
Where
pit
in
bull
the
with a
Bible?
bone.
Where does
does
the
the
Bible
Bible-
say that?
What
Let's
does
get-
the Bible say about faith that we just read?
I don't give a crap. I want you to support your claim already. Now, where
I
does
am.
the Bible
What is-
say?
What
we have
does
to
the
go by
Bible
faith?
say? What does the Bible say about faith?
I don't give
specifically?
a crap. Where does the Bible say we have to go by faith?
I just am answering your question. What does the Bible
Answer
say
my
about
question
faith?
about with a question. You need to answer with a citation.
I
It
am.
says what
citing-
faith is. It doesn't tell you that you have
Yes.
to go by faith,
Right.
which is the question
faith-
that he's
faith
asking for and the
is the
statement that you
proof
made.
of-
Yeah, the part he shows and he
unseen
proves, yes.
faith.
But
Old
is
Joe, the man who
proof
answers
of
simple
that
questions with
unseen.
questions.
Faith is the proof of that
Seeker of truth.
unseen.
That's
What does
not
that
a
mean?
valid answer to my query. You need an answer with a
Rocky,
citation.
No, I think
And
Like
thank
a
you,
Bible
Rocky
that
Shepherd,
has
for
that
we walk
text
by
what
faith,
you're claiming it has in there.
But-
Not
but
what
you-
for we
you're
walk
saying in the
by
Bible.
faith,
No,
That's
you
not-
not
that's not
by
a valid
sight.
answer.
For
That
we
is
walk
an
by
observation.
faith,
Cancer.
not by sight. Look at
And-
Rocky Shepherd's. Look at Rocky Shepherd's quote here. Read that to us, Hank.
Okay. Corinthians 5:7. For we walk by faith, not by sight. I guess I'll go.
What does that mean
Still
to
doesn't.
you?
Still doesn't
That's
mean we
not-
have to go by faith.
That's not your claim.
So what, Joe, are you insinuating that although they may not consider the way they draw their conclusions as faith, in essence, it is faith. Is that what you're trying to?
Yes, Cynthia. Every second that they have this conversation with me, they're operating on faith. Otherwise, they
No,
wouldn't be
Joe,
having
we
this
aren't.
conversation because I
No.
wouldn't be here.
No,
They have
Joe, we
no
aren't.
way of proving
Not just
that
no,
any of
but
this stuff is
no.
happening.
So do y'all understand? Like
No.
he's
No.
do you understand that?
Wait a minute, don't y'all
That
have to-
anything that y'all concluding, any decisions, any thoughts, any points of view that y'all have made by faith. And however I've heard y'all dictated is no, it's circumstances, it's our past experience, it's the
It's
result.
not faith. Like us,
Can you,
us-
Cynthia?
that's what I'm
Cynthia? Can you
Joe.
bring first Rocky Shepherds and then Chuck
Of
in
like
Tennessee?
90% of the
quote up?
talking and then complains when someone
Okay.
else talks.
Okay. No, but am I like, I want to understand where this
She
community
wasn't asking you, Joel.
What we have is understanding, not faith. We understand that things
Right.
happen and how we interact with things that yields a result. We have understanding. It's not faith, Joe.
And most
How
of
do
the
you rely
things
on
I
the result?
think are my best guess that I'm betting on. I don't come to divine conclusions. That's just
Joe-
not what I do.
Joe, do you have faith that
How do you-
red for
how do
you
you
looks the
assess-
same as red for me? The
How do
color
you
red.
assess
Do you have
the result?
faith in that?
So
Or is
How
it
do
just
you
an
assess the
understanding?
result? How do you
You're a
assess the
fucking
result?
idiot. Based
How
on
do you assess-
outcome. Based on
Okay, what
outcome and
outcome?
interaction and consensus.
Sure.
Joe, do you
consensus
think that
too.
red? Do you think that the color red for you looks the same as the color red for me?
I have no way of proving that.
right? So I
Is
think
that
this
is that
is
faith
it.
or is that just understanding based on
It's faith.
your experience? No, it's not
It's
faith,
I
motherfucker.
have to
It's
trust.
faith because it doesn't matter. The point is, it doesn't matter if it looks the same. You have an understanding of what it looks like to you, and you describe it to me when you see it, and it may look completely different for me, but I still have an understanding of how it looks for me.
Have you ever gone in and had any X-rays there, Rude Mud Crab?
Holy fuck. Welcome to Old Joe's, where he asks 21 retarded questions.
No,
This
can't
is
Tested.
red.
so
What
Can't
red is-
jump to the point.
there
What
is
red? Yeah,
a-
sure, I will.
there's
What
a
red
gap.
We're
is
just gonna
red?
play this game. It's a game.
What
Yeah,
red
there's
is? See, they just keep talking.
I never did like
You said
21
something I
questions.
can't contend with. Here, let me ask you how many hair follicles there are on a spotted quail.
Well, does it matter? Does it matter?
None.
African or
It's got
European?
feathers.
On
Fuck,
the-
these guys are just a fucking
African
waste
or
of time.
European?
Total waste of time.
So there is a difference, though. There can we agree? Is there a difference between faith and understanding, Joe?
Yes.
You
Joe,
have to start
Dennis,
with what are you understanding? Now, if the morons could let Cynthia answer, what are you understanding, Cynthia?
well, whatever's in front of me, such as the color of the Crayola, such as the book I'm just reading, such as the
Sure.
go I'm
And how do
working.
you know that any of that stuff is actually even there?
What?
My senses. I'm looking at it. I'm holding it.
Okay, through senses and you know the morons are going to, the peanut gallery is going to jump in. Please
Oh,
resist the
No,
urge.
don't say that. Don't encourage.
Does,
You know those other
sense
people in the
matter-
panel are gonna jump in.
Does
I'm just going to stay
sense
here in my
matter-
vat as a break.
Cynthia,
They did. They
Cynthia.
did because you foretold it. Go ahead.
Cynthia, you know, part of the problem.
What a
Cynthia, is
miraculous
you
prediction!
Oh, hang on,
enjoy
guys.
this
Let Joe
nonsense a
talk.
little bit too much.
Let
Cynthia,
Joe
do your
speak.
senses, do people ever hallucinate? Do their senses ever deceive them?
Yes, our senses can deceive us.
How do you know when they're not deceiving you?
So you're saying they're always deceiving us?
I'm
No,
asking
you're
Cynthia a
saying,
question. How do you know when they're not deceiving
when
you?
they're deceiving them? When things are distorted.
By faith, Cynthia, by faith. alone,
Yeah, that's the
not
wrong answer,
experience and
Cynthia. You're supposed to say
No, well,
faith.
like when you're
Distorted compared to what?
You're supposed to say, "I just guessed the way I feel," and then
No.
fairy dust.
Hang on. We're cooking. Let us cook, gentlemen. So when you said, and I said distortion in my head, I'm thinking about times that I've been dizzy and I've been kind of feeling like, whoa, but I knew it was just, I had a dizzy feeling. I was distorted in that moment, but because I knew that I was standing still, I knew that both of my feet were on the ground. I was holding on to something. I knew I wasn't spinning, if that makes sense. So
Sure.
it was
So
that's the distortion.
you have a baseline by which you judge the distortion.
Mm-hmm.
How do you know that baseline is accurate?
Well, this is where faith is going to come in, but this is.
Thank you, ma'am. And I am finished.
Wait,
Finally.
but this is speaking on a spiritual matter, and the questions that you're asking are speaking on the understanding. So now, how do I know that that's right? It's because I've been walking, I've been standing for 53 years now. So that's how I know that. Again, I really think y'all just have a misunderstanding, and you see everything is faith, and
Joe
every
understands
decision you make.
perfectly. That's why he keeps avoiding anything anyone
No,
says. and going
There's no misunderstanding.
So I want to believe that there is a misunderstanding, and I like that
Of course
you're
you do.
trying to break it because
a
I'm
little,
a
a little underdog. Give him some affirmations. Give him a little doggy treats.
because I
Boost his confidence.
understand, but
What does
You're a
not-
good boy, Joe.
Why
Joe, you're
didn't
a
I
good
get
boy.
this treatment? How come I didn't get this kind of benefit of the doubt?
I know you just pissed all over the carpet, Joe, and I forgot. But it's not your fault, Joe. You're a good boy.
What does Cynthia? What does not start from faith?
what does what?
Literally told you.
What? I'm sorry. Ask that question again, Joe.
So your critique of me is that I claimed everything starts from faith. You said that's wrong. What does not start from faith?
What doesn't start from faith? I have to go way back in time and remember a time when I didn't have faith, if that makes sense. And it was situations that, as a single mother, that I felt unachievable. I couldn't achieve it. And it was just despair, if that makes sense. So I didn't start from faith there. I started from looking at the world's point of view and seeing the obstacle in front of me. Whereas if I would have seen it from faith, I would have seen that anything's gonna be possible. Anything can and will happen.
Literally waking up every day. The first thing you do every single fucking day of your life requires zero faith. It's almost in direct opposition to it. You have no control over whether or not you're going to wake up in the morning, so long as you didn't die. And it just keeps happening. Most of everything in life is absent of faith, even for the faithful.
Do you think, Joe, do you think everybody has faith?
Yes.
Yes, yeah, they have to, right? They have to exist. It's
No.
impossible to exist without it.
It's really not, though.
Okay, well, you go ahead on that.
Do you think there's a difference between like what's imagination? What's expectation? Do you think these things fall under faith?
No, I don't.
So like, okay, so you would say that, how do you know the sun's going to rise tomorrow? You have faith in that. It's like, no, I have an expectation of it based on a pattern of the sun always rising every day.
A lot of evidence, seen evidence, like
That's
the
not
most
faith.
evidence you could possibly imagine.
Here's the thing about these kind of conversations. Once you accept your sense data as accurate, then yes, the people
No.
that, and I've heard, and I, oh
It
God.
doesn't
I don't accept it as accurate. It doesn't have to be accurate.
What?
Why? Why can't I interject when he says something I disagree with? He's wrong.
Because it's impolite and rude.
And then that's it. We're already done. He could have kept talking. Except now we're talking about the fact that I said no, that's not true.
So, rude mud crab, would you like an answer or would you just like to answer for me?
Tell me what my question is, Joe, just so I know you understand
Your
it.
question is, if the sun rises, is that an expectation or is that a matter of faith? I have heard people that
wasn't my
use
question.
the sun rising. Of course, no matter what came out of my mouth, you said it wasn't. Here, let
No,
me
because
answer.
I never
Let
asked
me
a
answer
question.
the
That's why I
question
said,
anyway.
can you tell me?
I've
what
heard people use that disingenuous question as a way to attack faith, and I think
I
it's
never
right.
asked a question, Joe.
I think the sun rising in the morning is a reasonable expectation, and it shouldn't be a matter of faith. Once you accept your faith, your sense data as accurate, which you have to You have no choice.
You don't have to accept
No,
your
you don't have
SenseData
to.
as accurate. All you have to know is that it's the best tool you've got to interact with what you're experiencing.
As opposed
And that
to
it's
what?
and that it's provided reliable results in the
Yeah.
realm of possibilities previously. You can
Every day.
know,
What?
you can know, as I do, that your senses are inaccurate as fuck, and that the sun's still gonna come up tomorrow. It's quite easy, actually, if you have an IQ above 80.
As opposed to what, Dennison?
You, Joe, I'm sorry, you.
Okay.
Oh,
So you can use your sense data knowing that it's flawed, right? Because
Yes.
it's the best tool you have.
And it produces reliable results that I can
Okay, so
compare
what's
with
that- what's
others who don't even
What
use
are
my
you
sense
putting-
data.
What are you putting in your sense data?
The sun's gonna come up tomorrow. I'm gonna
Are
wake
you-
up tomorrow, more than likely.
Would you say
What are you
that
putting in
because
your
it's the
sense
best-
data?
And even, you know what I know even more certainly than that? That is if I don't wake up, it's probably because I died in my sleep.
So would you say because it's the best tool you have, Dennison, that you're putting faith in your sense data?
I don't know about best tool I have. It's a tool
You
I
just
have.
said it was the best tool you have.
Yeah,
Did you wanna
I'm
go
saying
back
a
and-
tool. It was crab,
I
and
said
and
that.
I took it on because you are the most dishonestly pedantic motherfucker on this panel.
The word is
But-
not pedantic. You pronounced that wrong on the internet
but-
so many times. The word is pedantic, you fucking
Yes,
moron.
Thank you,
Not
thank you for that.
pedantic.
Thank you for
Pedantic
being,
is
thank
how
you for
you
being
spell it,
pedantic
how you
again.
say it.
Thank
You've been-
you,
had that
thank you for
pointed
being
out 3
pedantic again,
times.
Joe. Thank you.
In other words, you
Oh.
would trust your sense data.
It's not the
Wouldn't-
best tool that I have. It's a tool that I have, and it's pretty
Okay,
reliable.
What other tools do you have? other than
Especially
your
for
sense data?
predicting whether or not the sun will come up. So far, it's 100% accurate.
Okay, so tell me other tools other than your sense data that you have.
Why?
You just said it's one tool that you have. What are the others?
He
Who
has
cares?
his brain. He has
Which
his brain.
processes what?
The,
Which
the
processes what?
calculator that processes sense data.
Okay, so sense data. So it relies on just sense data. What your
Yeah.
sense data is one tool. Tell me the others you have, Dennis.
Whatever the answer is you're a liar and you're wrong, Denizen. That's the answer. Can we just skip to that part, Joe?
You can rely on.
You're a liar.
I
you're wrong,
don't.
Dennis.
You can't have a conversation. There's something wrong with you.
No, there's
What
just a misunderstanding. and
No.
I
There's
don't
not a
want
No, there's
misunderstanding.
not.
He's just claimed
There's
he has
not.
other faculties other than his sense data to rely on. I'm waiting to
What
hear
was
them.
wrong with my answer, Joe? What was wrong with my
He-
answer?
Because your brain
didn't come out of my
processes your
mouth.
sense data.
Yeah, your brain experiences your sense data. Yes.
Yeah, the problem is at the sense data. How do you trust that?
We went over this, Joe.
The experience,
over it.
understanding, testing.
We did,
science,
Joe. We really did.
How do you know you're not
Re-
hallucinating?
The reliability.
We went
of
over that as well. Cynthia explained that to you as well.
So
You got 3 different answers for that.
You tell me how you know you're not hallucinating right now.
Okay. So I would have to be hallucinating constantly for me to not understand or have a baseline.
That's right. That's right.
And if I was hallucinating constantly, guess what? My sense data would still be accurate, Joe, because it's a constant thing I've been experiencing forever. So my sense data has been accurate and testable and repeatable.
Prove it.
I don't have to prove it. I just rely that your IQ is above the temperature of the room you're in, and hope
It's
that you
not.
fucking get it.
Prove your sense data is accurate. Go ahead.
It's not. Nobody is this deliberately obtuse. He's hit a ceiling of thought he can't see past.
If my sense data was inaccurate, I wouldn't have the life I have.
How would
and
you
I
know?
wouldn't be able to achieve what I've achieved.
Compared to what?
Comparable to, I don't know, everyone who's achieved less.
I think
I don't
Joe
know.
needs like a university class or something. Let's raise money for old Joe to go back.
I think he needs an old folks home.
No,
It's time to put old Joe out to the pasture.
but when Joe asked about what if you've been hallucinating your whole life, in the Bible it does say something to the effect of this life will feel like a dream, because once we go into the next phase of our life, that could be interpreted as what if this is all hallucination? Again,
Then
I really-
faith is still bullshit.
And he got that
because faith has you convinced of a hallucination.
So
You got that
will have the
interpretation
whole-
of faith.
You guys will have the whole night to to.
And he thinks everybody has to operate and start from faith too, which is clearly not true.
The reason I have entertained you stupid fuck.
King, I just have one question.
Projection.
Cynthia will put up the picture that I asked her
Joe,
every once in a
Joe,
while.
can you experience faith without sense data?
I just a quick question, Joe. Do you believe in the Bible? Do you read the Bible? Do you study the Bible?
What I believe is that the Bible is distilled knowledge that's way older than the Bible, and that it has survived. It's a collection of knowledge that survived over thousands of years. Yes, thank you, ma'am. You see that?
Yeah.
You see that? You guys try to get her to change her picture and see.
Okay.
Anyways, what I believe is the Bible.
She knows you're a
Bible is
pathetic simp, Joe.
survived because a lot of the information in it is true.
Okay,
but
so
I do not believe.
I'm a little tempted
Prove
to
it.
simp right now.
Prove it, Joe. Prove it.
No, go ahead. Did you believe it's true? But what?
I believe it's metaphorical. I don't believe it's literally true.
Okay.
I don't believe that there was literally an ark built that floated around the globe. I don't believe that. I don't believe the earth is 6,000 years old, but I believe there's very powerful knowledge. And I do believe in intelligent design. In other words, and the only intelligent question I ever heard, the statement I ever heard Dennison made, I believe reality has a mind. Dennison made the statement to me one time. He said,
Joe.
well, it's probably you projecting your own mind on the nature of reality, which could be true. It's the
Joe.
only intelligent thing I ever heard him say.
Joe, can I Joe,
Thank you, Joe.
Joe, if we're intelligent,
She's gonna celebrate it too.
Joe, oh damn it!
I
was going to ask him what the
He might have
appendix
lost
is for if we're
internet.
so intelligently designed. Why do we have an appendix?
Comcasting.
What's that shit? What's that shit for?
So
Why is our spine poorly designed for walking on 2 feet?
do you guys read the Bible, and what are your thoughts and points of view of the Bible?
I gave up fairy tales when I was a little kid. Sorry.
Okay, Dennison, you?
Yeah, I mean, I have a similar attitude toward that. I prefer the Amazing Spider-Man. I think it's better literature and has better morals. But I do find it an interesting thing to talk about with people who can do so, in good faith. Haha, pun intended.
So I did that too earlier. Again, I'm going to stick by it. It's y'all's beliefs in the Bible and the value y'all place on that between Joe and you two in particularly. Y'all don't have that same. It's complete opposite. And so it's interesting to watch both of y'all's interpretations of things. It's complete opposite. So
yeah, but I understand his interpretations.
Yes. And I know Joe didn't even understand what's in the Bible. He had to wait for Rocky Shepherd and Chuck from Tennessee to bail him out because he doesn't know what was in there. He was about to go use chatbot sloth to distract from the fact he doesn't know what's in the Bible.
So you don't think he's understanding your point of view, or he can't see it your way?
No,
he sees it. He ignores it deliberately, and he just tries to get gotchas and ask.
That's possible. I've given that consideration.
Dennison, I have one important question for you. Can you think of a single word that rhymes with race?
Yes, I can.
Gotcha.
Aha, I got you. You didn't think of it right away. Yeah, but I think that even though he's doing that, it's because he genuinely believes that that conclusion. Yeah, I don't think he's faking that part. It's not just a troll. In other words, he literally can't see how someone can operate without faith. It's unfathomable to him.
I can agree with that. I can definitely agree with that. A lot of people think that about Christians too, though. You no matter how much you try to tell them about the Bible, they can't. They're just indoctrinated.
I'm telling you, it's a modern. It's this is apologetics, and it's. I never when I first heard that term, I was like, wow, and I think it wasn't it. It was an actual apologeticist who came up with the term, right? It was Saint Augustine, maybe. Hank maybe can correct me, but it just dawned on me how brilliantly accurate the word is, because that's all it is. And what it is the clash with our understanding, with our superstition. And the superstition is so powerful, they must justify it with all of the things that are accepted as knowledge, right? So science or scientism in today's age. There has to be some kind of scientific justification, some philosophical bedrock for their superstitious religion.
What's got me is he thinks we can't trust our sense data, but he can trust the sense data of the people who wrote in the Bible.
Well, no. He that's an easy cop out. He
Well,
will just admit that it's faith.
Well, yes, I don't. He said that it is the collection of knowledge and that he has experienced it to be true.
How can it be knowledge if it's experienced through sense data which he doesn't trust?
Because of faith.
Yeah. Faith is learnt through sense data.
Faith is what?
Well, no, it really isn't. Not for Christians. They make jumps and they don't think about the reasons for things. So when they feel a certain type of way, right, they just connect the dots and it's like, that's faith.
But this is how I know them up. So they can't know about the Bible unless they use their sense data to hear it or read about it.
Yeah, but they can admit that the sense data is not reliable, that it's the faith in God is how they know the real truth.
They can't have faith in God. They don't know about God. They have to feel him.
Right.
That's what faith is.
Right.
They have to feel him first. So
yeah, that's faith.
It's still stuck your sense data.
You have an experience that only you know.
Right.
So there's no way out of their sense data.
No, there's no way out of faith.
You're actually having to ignore sense data at that point.
Right.
Unless you're
experiencing that's what
in a repeatable way.
Yes, everything is faith. You're describing faith, Hank, right? So the fact that someone doesn't either see faith that way or need it in order to operate in the world is beyond certain people's comprehension.
You had to feel God's presence before they could have faith in him. So it's still sense data all the way down.
Yes, but the sense data is faith in the case of the Christian. In the case, for me, I would say that my experiences don't require faith. I trust my sense data because it makes predictions. That's why and I know how accurate it is because I've tested it. I test my sense data. I actually write things down and study it and use it to try to predict things in the future. I use the scientific method.
Yeah, it's repeatable outcomes. That's how sense data is acquired. That's how you can trust it and you understand it. Like if it's not a repeatable situation, like you could have like God came down to me this one time and said, fucking follow me, homeboy, we going to heaven. But I experienced that once. That's not a repeatable situation that I can have trustworthy sense data on.
Yeah, but what if God was like standing there with a sandwich board preaching that, right? Then
if he did that every Wednesday,
I'll take a corned beef on rye.
If he did that every Wednesday, maybe that'd be a repeatable thing that I've experienced that I could trust.
I might convert to Judaism. Shit.
What if every time you spoke to him, whether it be auto, in through verbal communication, through prayer, whether it spoke to just in the internal prayer, but more times when you spoke to him, things that you spoke about were answered in some way that your sense data recognized it. It's no longer, even though your senses recognize it, you realize your spirit knows where it came from. I hope I
think that's confirmation bias.
Yeah, I was thinking the same exact words.
Yeah, same words for me too.
Confirmation bias.
And I could tell you I've had that same spiritual feeling. I just didn't make the conclusion after the presumption.
So that's where earlier when Rocky said everyone has faith in something. Can it just be that the word faith, when we say faith, people automatically think the Bible, Christianity, Jesus, versus guys have faith in your sense status?
People
faith is... Go ahead.
Like religious people try and like faith is like this massive thing. It's like their whole fucking thing, and it's huge and it's big. And then when they try and bring it to like secularists and people who like agnostics and atheists, they try and water faith down to this little fucking insignificant thing to slip it in and say, "See, you have faith too." It's really disingenuous, honestly.
And if you could possibly find something that I might have faith in, it would be completely irrelevant to the claim that I need it to operate. And then it's how the first thing, that was the thing that really got me, is that we all start from faith.
I go based on natural theology. Since we can't prove everything, since we can't, this stuff that's unprovable, we have to use assumptions.
Yeah.
And assumptions is the same thing as faith.
Yeah, assumptions are not the same thing as faith, because you don't have to believe in assumptions, and also you can also make assumptions from evidence. Faith is what evidence not seen. It's believing in something despite the available evidence, not because of it.
Oh, you have a good point. You don't actually have to believe in assumptions; you just have to work with them. So yeah. So you're right. You don't have to.
That was the other thing too, is I don't have to have beliefs to operate either. This is something else these people always say. It's the weirdest thing, man. No, I don't.
Yeah,
I can just guess. I don't even have to have. I could just close my eyes and do something, not caring about the outcome.
Yeah. So you can be skeptical, but you could use an assumption too. That's not the same thing as faith. So I agree with you.
Right. And then that's more along the line of the spectrum of belief than I even need to go, right? What you're describing is still not belief, but it's even more belief than what I need to operate. I can operate simply by flipping a coin.
Yep. You go on randomness, yes.
Well, Joe, I appreciate you coming up tonight. It was interesting to see you in that position, because that is my same position I find myself in often. So it was good to see somebody else.
I can't wait for the next 6 weeks.
It'd probably be better if I wasn't on the panel.
I beat Denizen, Hank, and Crab in a free will debate. 1v3. Okay.
They all admit that they operate on faith.
Listen, it's interesting. And as it's happening, part of me is like, oh my gosh, what do I do? But I'm glad the conversation happened. More so, I'm glad that Hank read from the Bible. That's part of our faith. That is part of our mission. That is our mission here, is to spread the word. So whether you believe in it or not, today, the mission was accomplished. And I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for this opportunity. I don't believe it could have happened if it wasn't for old Joe, Dennison, Hank, Rude Mudcrab, James, and myself coming up here and being able to have these conversations. Although there were times it got heated and kind of sparked, zesty. Overall, it was a good conversation, and I'm thankful for it.
Yeah, I'm warning Ojo.
I'm glad for your perspective.
Yeah, I'm warning Ojo. You better not run around and say, "Oh, you beat me in a free will debate," because
he will.
You'll end up on the Machine Lies or Breakfast Tacos begging for Chuck and Rocky to bail you out of this one.
Well, this wasn't a debate. This was a conversation. We all agreed to
this was an interrogation.
This
was not a conversation.
Conversation.
I'm glad that you got something out of it, and that makes me feel better for having it. But this was an irritating interrogation by somebody who didn't give a fuck what anybody else has to say.
Yeah, we all have
Denizen, if you put a 1 + 1 in a calculator.
So see, Cynthia, people are just calculators. See, thanks for being honest about something, Denizen. I mean, get a fucking grip.
What did you say, James?
You're not gonna convince me.
We all have our perspectives on what happened here.
Well, Ojo's already announcing he's beat Hank in a free will debate. Wow. Hank 0-6-0 for the win.
And the Denizen lore grows.
Well, guys,
only in old Joe's mind, though. No one else cares.
Well, I actually have a doctor's appointment in 4 hours. So I'm going to go ahead and shut it down. Is there anything you guys would like to add or any final words before y'all head out?
Thank you for letting me up. Hopefully everybody has a great one in chat and on panel and everything. So, yeah, that's all I have to add.
Thank you, James. I appreciate you coming up.
That's bad.
I think. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, I was saying Dennison, Mudcrab, or Hank. Anything you guys want to add?
Yeah.
I definitely believe in free will. I have no choice.
Yeah, I think. Oh, Joe, I hope you find whatever it is you're missing, man, so you can stop trying to debate bro people and ask dumb questions on panels. I want you to be happy. But oh goddamn, why isn't it leaving?
No, I think Ojo was nice and refreshing. He was like Illuminati light. We could tolerate him for hours instead of minutes, and also he could control his energy far better than Illuminati, so we didn't have to just fall off the panel every 5 minutes of a charge. So I think he's a refreshing change when it comes to debating stuff that's not actually in the Bible. He's more tolerable than Illuminati. So that's not much, but it's something.
Well, thank you, Hank. I do appreciate you being the Bible scholar.
I'm not a scholar. I just open it and read it sometimes.
I know, but I mean, like bringing it to the panel and having it pulled up for us again. You know, when we were doing this, I was like, "Hey, we're doing it. Hank and I are doing it." So, thank you again. I really do appreciate it.
No problem, and thank you for doing a panel after Flowstate got that false strike, which he already did.
Yes, in case you guys didn't see Chuck's comment earlier, Flowstate's already beat that false strike that went against him. All right, so guys, so wow, this live almost went 3.5 hours. I started it. I was on 10. I was looking for somebody. I was looking to have a fight in a situation with them, and they never. Oh, oh my gosh, let me get right. And they never showed up. And so when I was so angry and mad, I was ready just to roast. I ended up having a great conversations. We had 2 really good conversations tonight. What is a sector? What is a sector? Who puts us in the sector? That was a good conversation. And then, of course, if you're still here, you just watch the free will conversation, not a debate. But no matter, sometimes on these panels, you're going to meet people who have different thoughts, ideologies, points of views, conversations than you do. And from my experience on this, I've learned a couple of things. I learned A, not to take them personal if they don't align with mine, but B, also to try to understand and allow them the opportunity to explain it and to show me who they are. Sometimes I myself have been trying to have conversations with people and they will cut me off and they've already judged me for who I am. And they already think they know what I'm about to do or say. They're predicting my next move. And it's unfortunate because they really shortchange themselves. They don't allow me the opportunity to prove them wrong. They don't allow me the opportunity to uplift them, to shine on them. And it's disheartening because it's only themselves they hurt. However, it's apparent here a lot on the streets of YouTube. So, again, I do appreciate you guys tuning in. Make sure to hit that share, like, and subscribe button. And I always like to close it out. And this one is my personal favorite because it applies to so many of my lives.